Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to the whole house. To the number one smash hit all over the earth. Who's the number one smash hit all over the earth? Who is everybody kicking up a fuss about? Same people that when Mashiach was here, they could kicking up a fuss then. Same people. It seemed like the more things change, the more they stay the same. Greetings to the family. Father, thank you once again for another episode you have allowed us to have on this side of creation to have a conversation with your people. Those people are the kingdom of the Israelites. Thank you, Father, for surnaming these people, our people, us people. We thank you for kicking our tailbone like how you did. Kicked our ancestors' tailbone, kicked our tailbone. Get us in line. Get us in line to what? Get us in line to get back to you. That's what the fuss is all about. Everybody ain't mad that y'all Israel, that y'all don't figure it out because they already knew. They already knew y'all was Israel. The problem is that you saying you going back to LSC. That's where the problem lies, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, men and women, friend and foe alike. Father, we thank you for choosing Israel. We thank you for waking up us up this hour, and that you continue to awaken your family, your people that you surname. Somewhere in the book say somebody need to get that precept where somebody said you was the apple of his eye. Thank you for making us the apple of your eye, Father. Thank you for sending first fruits. Mashiach. Mashiach is our sacrifice. Contrary to what Christianity says, Mashiach is our sacrifice. And Mashiach said what? He said, I am not sent but to who? But to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Put a 7 up if you a lost sheep. You didn't know who you was. You talking about you a Muslim, you a Buddhist, you a atheist, you a Afrocentrist, you a Columbine killer, you a murderer, a thief, and a robber. They called you everything under the sun. They called you a dope fiend. They called you a dope smoker, a dope peddler. They continue to call you by words, nigger, spook, moon, cricket. They never once say, oh yeah, that's them right there. That's those book people. Thank you, Mashiach, for the work that you did. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. And thank you for sending the Ruach HaKodesh. Greetings to you, family. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining in to the old head. Might have some other brothers jumping in as we have this conversation that we're going to have. I hope the Father's been keeping you and blessing you and showing out in your neighborhood, wherever you may be, all over the earth. We got people chiming in, jumping in all over the earth. I'll read some of the names. I know London is out there. Even people in the Ukraine be jumping on for whatever reason. If our people over there in the Ukraine, or they just sneak listening, trying to figure out how did those niggers put 2 and 2 together and figure out that they was the people of the book. How did they do that? And then how are they able to talk so boldly, speak so boldly to us, and then we don't have no answers? Hank Hanegraaff can't help you. Joe Osteen cannot help you. The zigzag man with the stained glass window, he can help you neither. TD Snakes and Creflo Dollar have nothing to do with you. G. Craig Lewis, he cannot help you neither. None of them men or women. What's that? Paula White, she can't help you. Joyce Myers could never help you, even if her life depended on it. She could never help an Israelite. No, the Israelites got all the keys to the kingdom. So greetings to you, fam. It's good seeing you once again. Jumping on with the old head so we could have another conversation. And this time we're going to run a little bit differently. But before we get into the conversation, you know I have to greet the fam. Also, new individuals who jumping on, you jump in, you greet the family that's new. Say shalom to the family that's not new. Folks that's been here, you know what the drill is. You see somebody new, like Charles Bird, you better greet that brother and say shalom to me and greet him and say peace and blessings to him and all those things. It's time out for you not acknowledging your family and saying what's up to your family when you have a chance. And the chance is now. We need to grow. We need to grow spiritually, mentally, and physically. Fam, I know you could have been anywhere. You could have been watching the NBA. The NBA is full swing. Playoffs, no NFL playoffs is gonna happen until Saturday and Sunday. Whatever team you think you got, they already know who it's gonna be, so don't worry about it. Greetings, brother Elisha. How you doing, bro? What's going on? What's good with you?
Hey, shalom, family. Shalom to all the family out there. Just trying to work out this headset. So I don't give y'all any background noise, but peace and blessings to Elder Cleo, Elder Banya, Brother Najee, Yash out there, and all the Israelite family out there. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all all in the chat, scattered to the full corner of the earth.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you jumping on. Appreciate you. And before I greet the fam, I do want to say greetings and peace and blessings, and hope the Father's keeping all the Israelites who putting in work, all the Israelites who done figured out what their keys were, and they done put them in. They done put the keys where it belong, and they done turned the crank, and the crank is moving. You know who you are all over the earth. You know who you are. So let me start from the top and work down. Start with JPM. Peace and blessings, brother. And family, new those who view who are new, what we tend to do is we greet everybody, we shalom everybody. And then we also shalom everybody, acknowledge everybody until we get to the end. It takes some time, but it's customary that we greet everybody that comes into Kingdom Conversation, because it's a conversation. You have entered into your own home, and everybody in here is your relative, so you need to greet them. No sense in acting stuck up talking about, oh yeah, I don't rock out with JPM, or I don't rock out with Daniel Blackshear. No, Charles Bird, I don't know him. I'm not saying nothing to him. No, no, no. You better get in the habit of speaking to your family, because you go the same people that's in the chat gonna be the same people that's in the wilderness with you. So you might as well get to know them now. JP Jeremiah 10 and 25. Pour out thy fury upon the heathen. Yeah, somebody go get something. Somebody got some comeuppance coming to them, and it says, pour out your fury upon the heathen. The heathen is going to get not only hot coals, there's somewhere in the book, somebody get the precept, there's somewhere it say, pour for her double. You get a double portion, heathen, that know thee not. They even the ones that don't know you, the ones that even think they know you, they get a double portion. And upon the families that call not on thy name. See, here's the problem with you calling on God. I don't know who that is. I don't have no concept of who that is. I call him the Father of creation. That's what I call him. He does have a name. There's somewhere in the book say, hey man, I don't know if you could attribute that to him. For they have eaten up Jacob. Who has been liquid money all of this time, since time immemorial? You liquid money. Everybody that I'm liquid money. How much money have they made off you today? You ask yourself that question. You go on a job, they'd have made probably 10,000 today off you. At least that. They've been eating Jacob up from time immemorial and devoured him. We so devoured. We have no time. We have no mind if we go on a coming. Consumed him and have made his habitation desolate. We so consumed that we don't even know where our land is, how we get there, and when we gonna get there. Have no idea. Been utterly destroyed, but that's what the Father said he was gonna do to you. So all praise it. Brother Charles Bird, shalom, peace and blessings to you. Hope you're well. Hope the Father's keeping you. My good brother Daniel Blackshear, peace and blessings, brother. Hope the Father is rocking you all the way out. Peace and blessings to you. My sister Lynn, shalom. Peace and blessings to you. Hope you are well. E.T. Shalom, my good brother. Hope you are well. Hope the Father has been blessing you and revealing some awesome revelations to you. Stephanie M. Shalom, family at Salt of the Earth Productions. Shalom, sis. And you know that you are Salt of the Earth Productions. Everybody in the chat, everybody that claim Israelite is Salt of the Earth Productions, because the book say you're salt and light. Obiya Yakita, peace and blessings, sis. Hope all is well. Get saved. You know that's what you need to do. All troublemakers, I'm gonna acknowledge you, and then I'm gonna tell you to get saved. Motor City Free Press, shalom, brother. Peace and blessings with you. Hope all is well. My good sister Linda Ricks, peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well with you today. My good brother Najee, hey, peace and blessings, brother. Hope you are well, and hope the Father has been blessing you and keeping you safe and keeping you, period. Mary Yaya to get saved, sis. But peace and blessings to you nonetheless. Get saved. Mary all of y'all, both of them sisters need to get saved. Designed by Daphne. Hey, shalom, sis. Peace and blessings to you. Hope you are well. Let's see. We keep going down the line. Terry Payne, shalom. Peace and blessings, sis. Hope all is well. Like that artwork, sis. Are you an artist? That's pretty tight right there. Let's see, we got another troublemaker in here. Shamar, unorthodox daughters are another troublemaker. We got two troublemakers back to back. Get saved, sis. And it seemed like most of the sisters need to get saved, but we got some brothers that's troublemakers there too. I'm coming up on one right now. Nature's Graffiti, another troublemaker. Get saved. All of y'all, I'm telling y'all to get saved. I'm trying to give y'all a warning. Kiara King, shalom, sis. Hope all is well. Mr. The Original School, you definitely need to get saved. Kicking up a fuss, dropping all them precepts, confounding people with the book. And see, that's the problem that people have with you today. You're able to quote the book right and exact, break it down, line up on line, precept on precept. Can't nobody contend with you. Nobody can contend with you. Greeting to you, brother. Hope all is well with you. Peace and blessings to you. Eliyahu B. Shalom, family. Shalom to you, family. Peace and blessings to you. Hope you are well. Pam Yah Israel. Shalom Solar Production. Peace and blessings to you. Kwam Yasharala. Peace and blessings, sis. Cavity Creep, another troublemaker right here. You better watch this one here. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to you, brother. Hope all is well. Praise him. Yet another one. See, we got the troublemakers lined up back to back to back. Praise him. Peace and blessings. Hope all is well with you. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to you. Obadiah, bust them suds. Peace and blessings to you. Hope you are well. Anonymous, shalom. Anonymous, you borderline. You borderline troublemaker. I see you though. You better watch yourself because you know what comes next. Anyway, too much for you. Shalom. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. Oxy is jiggling the wire. Yeah, I blew some. I did blow some up earlier. I'm not going to go into that. But you still need to get saved though. Regardless if I'm jiggling wires, you need to get saved. Obadiah, I think we got you already, but shalom to you again anyway. Yakid, shalom, brother. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. Michelle Y, peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well with you. Notorious Hebrew, another troublemaker, get saved. Please get saved. Cindy Clark, peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. Diana Jackson, peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well with you. Devorah, Shalom, Israel. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to you, and peace and blessings to the whole chat room. Spirit of truth and healing. Shalom, sis. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. Designed by Daphne. I think we got you. She is real. All praise to the Most High. All praises to the Most High, sis. That's right. Peace and blessings to you, sis. Hope you are well. Let me see. I'm scrolling down. I see all them sevens. Y'all got them sevens up. That's excellent. Peace and blessings and shalom to my brother Banya, my good brother Najee. Najeed's in the chat. Also, my good brother Yash and all Israel. Jabroni. Hey, peace and blessings, bro. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. Lynn, I believe I got you. Jason Cam for faithful brother. Peace and blessings to you. Hope you're doing good, brother. Hope the family, hope your children are doing well as well. Let us know what's going on. Peace and blessings. Cam 2 player. Peace and blessings, sis. Peace and blessings. Hope all is well with you. Let's see here. Lexi, child of Yah. Peace and blessings, sis. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you. And 300, shalom, sister. Hope all is well. Peace and blessings. Carissa, love, peace and blessings, shalom. And Carissa, appreciate all the comments in the chat. You was bringing that fire. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Ray Thomas, shalom, shalom, royal family, shalom to you. That's right, the royal family. You see, look at that right there, royal family. Nobody else can make that claim. If you the British monarchy, you stole everything you got. There's nothing that you got that you earned, that the Father ordained, that was yours. You talking about Queen Elizabeth talking about she owned, and no peace be upon her. Talk about you own 666 million acres of the earth. How you steal all of that? How did you get it? Who you steal it from? When did you steal it? How long you been stealing from everybody all over the earth? No, I don't want no peace to be upon you. No, I do not. You, neither your children, neither your ancestors, like that wicked bastard King Leopold. Nope. No peace for none of you. Shirley Young, peace and blessings, sis. Hope all is well. Major, shalom, shalom, shalom. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well with you today. Let's see here. I'm still going down the line. Y'all keep coming in. Y'all shalom, and I will definitely shalom you. And prayerfully, I don't miss anybody. Life interrupted. Shalom, family. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to you. Hope you are doing well. Hope everybody, hope the Father is just showing out and showing you what time it is. And I know He's showing you. I know He's showing you exactly what time it is. And see, here's the crazy thing about it is, who the only one that's really know what's going on? Only one group of people on the whole earth know what's going on. That's the Israelites. They're scattered wherever they may be scattered to. He said He was going to scatter you. He wasn't going to keep you as no homogenous tribe. He said He was going to scatter you. And He is the one that's giving you the good information. He is the one that awakens your spirit. He is the one that called you out of Christianity and whatever foolishness that you was in. It's all on the Father. We the be Isaiah, peace and blessings. We the people. That's right. The one and only. That's who kick up all the fuss. It wasn't no fuss when the zigzag man and them was running shop. Nobody was kicking up a fuss when you bust out that stained glass. Now you want to bust out that stained glass. When the stained glass was up, everybody saying, oh yeah, praise Him. Oh yeah, you better praise Him. Now they should bust out the stained glass. If you bust out the stained glass, you've done a good thing. Lifted by Yah. Peace and blessings. Shalom. Peace and blessings to you. Let me see if I get this one right. Micah El Ben Ami Yisrael. Peace and blessings. Hope all is well. Let's see. We keep going down the line. Shalom, everybody, till we get done. I'm not going to start nothing until we shalom everybody. Mr. Thorpe 69. Hey, shalom, brother. Peace and blessings to you. Peace and blessings to the whole house. That's right. Joe Scott. Peace and blessings, brother. Hope the Father's keeping you and blessing you. And y'all know that's my prayer for all of y'all. That the Father's blessing y'all beyond y'all recognition. That you can't even understand how well He blessing you, how good He done treated you this hour. He done called you out, and everybody running around talking about the end time, and He called you out, put it in your mind to get back to what you're supposed to get back to. And then not only that, yeah, you the people of the book. Sean Paul 22, peace and blessings, hope all is well. Nature's Graffiti, we're going to hold that precept because we're going to need them. We're going to need them later. I could tell we're going to need them later. Matter of fact, bring them up later when we get into this conversation. Mary Yaya Shara, shalom family, peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. Let me see. Mosanama, it is written. Peace and blessings, sis. Hope all is well. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I missed somebody, please shalom me again, because you know what the old heads do. They be skipping and jumping around like how I be doing. You rad the descendant. Peace and blessings. Hope all is well with you today. Let's see here. Did I get everyone? Elizabeth Nichols, shalom, sis. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. Here's Abigail. Peace and blessings to you, sis. Hope all is well with you today. Elizabeth Nichols. Hopefully I got you. I'll get you again, sis. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. Pamela Anthony. Shalom. First time. Hey, Pamela Anthony. Hey, y'all greet the fam. Pamela Anthony says she knew. Y'all greet this sister. This is your sister. You better make sure. I better see some shaloms to Pamela Anthony. And Pamela Anthony, you shalom right back. You amongst family here. It's good to have you here. Peace and blessings, sis. Let's see. Raphael Yahu Ben Yasharal. Hey, brother. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. Wrong me. It's a troublemaker right here. I forgot to call out some of the other troublemakers. Wrong me. Shalom. You need to get saved. Yes, you do. Matter of fact, now I ain't gonna blank and say, "Oh, y'all need to get saved," because that's some of y'all probably already saved. Let's see. Michael Yesharal. Peace and blessings, fam. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. I think I'm at the end of the line. Let me keep going. Let's see. I pray for Deuteronomy 30. There we go, right there. That's one of the whole book is all-time great. That's an all-time hit right there. Deuteronomy 31 through 7 and 8. That's all-time hit. That's where your mind needs to be at right now. There's I believe somewhere there say something about calling something to mind. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be off. I've been off before. This ain't nothing new. I've been off. There's somewhere say it calls something is getting called to mind on someone and something. Someone's going to become the head and someone is going to become the tail. Do you not see that happening, family? Do you not see that happening, family? And I appreciate that. And matter of fact, I'm gonna read this comment. I know that people who wanted reparations, but I rather focus on the spiritual things and reparations. Though we all know that material things aren't going to make people satisfied and happy. That is absolutely 1,000% correct. And according to what the book says somebody get that precept: seek ye first the kingdom of the Father and His righteousness, and what all these other things that you're talking about, brother C, will be added to you according to what His riches and glory. I believe it say that somewhere. I'm not sure. I could be making something up. You know, y'all know how people be liking to jump on the mic and freestyle, right? So today's conversation, and it's definitely going to be a conversation because guess what? I had a whole page of stuff queued up on each segment, but you know what I said I was going to do? I said I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to leave it up to the family to bring not only the precepts, but y'all going to bring the commentary too. And we just going to sit up and have a conversation and ask questions. Not only am I going to do that, but I'm also going to drop the link in the chat. So if brothers and sisters want to join on, I would encourage you to jump on and join on and speak your piece. So now we're going to talk about death first and foremost. You got death and reparations. Our rise means someone's fall. Now, first question, y'all know I always start with questions, first of all, before we can jump in. When somebody says our rise means someone's fall, that should trigger something in your mind. Now, here's what I want. I want the family to tell me what that triggers in your mind. What does that mean? When someone says our rise means someone's fall. Because if we rise, if the book say the tail is going to become the head. Right now we're the tail and we're going to become the head. If we rise, somebody gonna fall, right? It's natural. It's a natural thing. And matter of fact, everyone, believe it or not, on the earth has been waiting for you to wake up out of your slumber, out of your sleep, out of the spell of the 45,000 denominational poison, that broad gate, that wicked witch of the West, which is called Christianity. Let's see here. That was that other precept. This precept is good. Let's read this. Deuteronomy 28:44. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. So that means that at one point you was the head, and at one point he was the tail. Now he's the head, and you the tail. But guess what? Because somebody getting ready to be a double drinker, you get ready to get two. You are no longer the head, sir or ma'am. And we can see that transition. So when someone says to you, our rise means someone's fall, what does that mean to you? And I want you to put those responses in the chat, and I'll start putting them up and we'll start dialoguing on them. Let's see here. Designed by Daphne says, end of Esau and beginning of Jacob. That's what the book say. Somewhere it says that. Somewhere say Esau is the end. I'm paraphrasing here because y'all know gonna run and go get it. Esau is the end, and Jacob is the beginning of the world. Somewhere in one of them books, it said, I believe, if I'm not making something up, I could be making something up. See, Obadiah says, zero sum game. Judgment on the heathen. That's right. He didn't get to drink a double portion of strychnine, poison, and everything else. Here go the precept. Second Esdras. See, I know my good brother Elisha is quick on the draw. He know where all the precepts at. It must be great being young, right? Second Esdras 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world. Esau at the end. And what is everybody saying right now? What's the phrase that everybody's saying right now? It's the end of the world. Everybody, the heathen, the non-heathen, the atheist, the black Christian, the black Hebrew Israelite, the Israelite, the fuse who waiting for a mystical man to pop out the sky they say is already here. Everybody on the earth, on the world saying the end of the world is here. So somebody knows something. So if the world is getting ready to come to an end, which literally is not, but we know what they mean, it's the end of this Esau's rule on the earth. Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So after your concept, your construct is crumbling, and now it's time for Jacob to rise and get his. What do I always say? Y'all know that saying I always say, who's the next superpower on the earth? Put a 7 up if you know who's the next superpower on the earth. And why y'all put, everybody better put a 7 up if you know it, even if you don't know. If you think you know, who is the next superpower on the earth? Point blank, period. It's only one people, and it's the people that know this book and that can break down this book. The only ones. Karadazar Kalab, shalom, peace and blessings to you, most high judging the nations. That's right. The wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous. That's what the book say. Yah is blessing with victory. Yes, sir. Destruction for them. Yep. I hope he destroy them a million times over, and that they remember what they did. And they let them call to mind. I believe Jabroni last week said one of the brothers said, "Man, they can't wait for the for their whatever it was. It was like it was a flipping from us to them. We can't wait for their captivity." Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And the Father thy Elohim will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. This show and all of our shows and everybody in the chat and everybody on the panel is a testimony and a testament against the whole earth, specifically Psalms 83, and anybody who ever opened their mouth against the Israelites. Anybody that ever opened their mouth to the burning stone gets this right here. You talking slick about the Israelites? I don't care who you are. This is what you get. Deuteronomy 30 and 7. Gentiles who have been on top shall fall. That's right. A switch is happening. Yes, it is. Yes, sir. That's what we need, that switch to happen. We waiting for the Father. We crying out. Somewhere in Deuteronomy 30 it says cry out. That's what we doing. We want the Father to come back. And somewhere in Revelation, our people that's in Sheol was like asking, Father, how long before you avenge? Somewhere, somebody get that precept. I know that's got to be in there. I'm not making that up. See what my good sister Mary Ayakita says, verse 13, and the Father shall make thee the head and not the tail. That look like if that's happening, there's some retribution mixed in there with that conversion. That's an overall conversion. That's the superpower becoming the head and not the tail. A role reversal, a role switch. You know how what's that Eddie Murphy movie? Trading Places. Eddie Murphy, they what was it? Mortimer and his brother bet a buck to see if the brother will fail and steal, lie, and cheat, like how they got their money. You did everything. You done lied, cheat, and stole everything that you got, and now you think that you're something. And now that you think you're the moral majority on there, and everybody got to listen to you. But guess what has happened? The Israelites say, no, sir, no, man, we're not listening to you. We're not listening to you, and we're not praying for you. We don't give a damn about you. Revelation 6 and 10. And they cry with a loud voice, these your ancestors. These your folks that's done crossed over. And they cry with a loud voice saying, how long? These is the Israelites that's under there. It's not the Mormons. It's not the Episcopalians, nor is it the Second Baptists. How long, O Father, holy and true? He given the definition on how high end the Father is. Calling him holy and true. He ain't got to lie about nothing, and he holy. Doeth thou not judge? How long, Father, you the righteous judge, you the righteous one? How long is it going to take for you to avenge our blood on them wicked people, them wicked nations that's been vexing us all of this time? Since the destruction of our temples. How long, Father? How long are you going to wait? Won't you get them? Please get them, Father. Please get them. Okay, so I'm going to stop. We're going to stop talking about that now. We're going to segue into death. Now, here's what I want fam to do. Like I said, I had a whole page on death, but when I'm talking about death and when I'm thinking about death, I'm thinking about what's happening on the earth right now. And I must say that there's something in the air. There's something in the air. And what I want to say to all the Israelites is to guard your mind. Get in the book and stay in the book. Call to mind the precepts that you know, because there's something in the air. Now, when I'm speaking about death, I'm speaking about death of the heathens and the pagans and those that hurt us. Those people have been dying off in mass numbers, and they haven't been reporting it. And I believe that they're starting to understand Well, Brother C, what are they starting to understand? Well, they're starting to understand that the hocus pocus religion was a lie and that there's not going to be no rapture. It's not going to be no rapture for you, heathen. You done destroyed the whole earth, went and captured and commandeered people's lands, and then you capture their land and you tell those same people, go back to where you came from. Well, why the hell don't you go back to where you came from then? Let's everybody go back to where they came from while we're at it. The death angel is moving on those people. And I'll use a term that I hear all the time. I hear you hip hop heads talking about expeditiously. The Father is doing a work. The heathen is so scared. They scared of every passing day. They scared of every year. They like, woe is me, 2023. What is it going to be? Oh my goodness. I can't face it. I don't know what to do. Mind you, we talking about individuals that's been prepping for a minute. That's got all kind of armament, all kinds of ammo, all kinds of this, that, and the third. Not knowing that you're probably not even going to be able to use it. But here's what I'm going to ask the family. Now, I noticed this because I go to different websites and I read and I do the Google searches. There's this one doctor who he's a heathen, but he has information that's very, 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 very telling. I'm not going to bring that information out, not because I don't want to, because I want the family to bring out what they've been seeing. Now, the question I'm going to ask the family is this: family, have you noticed that the death angel, some spirit or something is here and is taking people out? It's taking people out left and right. And what I'm noticing is that you don't hear nothing about the fentanyl. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna ask the family again. Have you noticed that the heathen has been getting smashed? And what I mean by that is that they dying in large numbers right now, and nobody's saying nothing about it. Large numbers. It's crazy. The excess deaths that the heathen has been experiencing. You can set your clock to it, and they have no idea what's going on. I think some of them do know what's going on though, because they trying to they will listen to you, and they will try to get your vernacular. I see them now. They talking about, oh yeah, let's get to the Book of Enoch. Oh yeah, let's Yeshua's going to do it. Oh yeah, y'all's gonna make it happen for us. Oh yeah, we're gonna get raptured up out of here. Well, we already know it's not gonna be no rapture for you. We already know that. You know what I mean? So I want to hear what the fam has to say about what they've been seeing. Um, what have you been seeing, whether it be on the news? And I want you to put those examples up. Put those examples up because I'm going to put them on the screen. And if you want, you can jump in. I'll keep putting the link up for those of you who want to jump in and chime in. And it's not like I'm not prepared to do anything. I just paradigmed what I was going to do today. Normally, I would either have a PowerPoint or a bunch of questions, but I want to know what you've been seeing, whether it be personal, whether it be online or anywhere else. What have you been seeing the heathen do with respect to death? Because I can start pulling up the stuff that I have, and I still have it. It's in my back pocket. But I want to hear what the family. I want to hear what the family has to say, and I do want to make this more of a conversation than anything. Let me see. Shalom, Sarita, Hebrew, peace and blessings, sis. Hope all is well with you. Let's see here. Where are we at? Only thing they're getting is recompense. That's right, but they're dying in large numbers, and nobody's talking about it. And we know what they tried to do with them being hooked on fentanyl and crystal meth and all those things. They tried to decriminalize those things, give you needles so you can shoot up with H with girl with boy. Um, the fentanyl thing, give you outs, give you safe spaces where you could get your dope and not be criminalized. Well, how can they didn't do that when they put crack into Freeway Rick didn't invent crack. He wasn't the chemist that said, okay, go A, B, C, X, Y, Z, then boom, you got a poison that's going to destroy a whole generation of our people. Nah, that came from a wizard. That mess came from a warlock. Not saying that you ain't got no black warlock. I'm not saying that. Because I bet the Boule Bob and Betty's know about that. They know what that is. Yes, sir. Let's keep going. Let's see what the family got to say. Fam, what y'all got to say about the death angel rocking out on the heathen's head? Confused and scared and confused. That's right. Let's see here. Yes, I dropped the precept. Second Baruch 72:6. But all those who have ruled over you and have known you shall be given up to the sword. Yeah, and I wonder if they realize that now too, sis. I really wonder if they truly realize that. Let's read this brother comment from my good brother E.T. And every time they put up their filthy hands on true Israel, they are suffering great loss. And you E.T., peace and blessings to you, brother, and hope your family's doing well. What I will say to that is this. Israel has been praying not only for destruction of snakes and everywhere else and everyone that harmed us, but Israel is no longer praying for this nation. And Israel specifically saying, I'm not going to forgive you when you do a heinous act against my people. I'm not going to forgive that. Matter of fact, if you do a heinous act, Gendron, Buffalo mass shooter, he need to go. His parents need to go. And 40 of his relatives need to go along with him and hit the pit of hell. If you're going to pray for somebody, you might as well break out Psalms 109 without the violin. Just break it out. And see, there's a different time for the Israelites than any other time. We no longer saying forgive, forgive, forgive. Why should I forgive you? You ain't repented. And even if you do repent, it ain't for me to forgive you. You done did some heinous act to an Israelite. No sir, no ma'am. You get my great granddaddy treatment. What my great granddaddy said that should befall you. What he was asking for. My great granddaddy is King David. He would have said, Father, destroy them. Blow them out the water, please, Father. Don all is vanity. Peace and blessings to you. We are living in the matrix, dying. Yeah, they are. They're going in mass numbers. And this is what I was hollering about, Karata Zakalab. This is one of the things that I have. There's a lot of sudden death videos where people just bang, heart attack out of here. Now, a lot of people is relating it to them things that they was giving people for free. The thing that they was targeting you, everybody in the chat, they was trying to, and see, this is why they mad. There's another reason why they mad at you. They mad at you and Fauci, man. So is that wicked bastard Bill Gates, but different conversation, but still related. They mad at y'all because y'all wasn't running necessarily to go get them things that they was talking about you should get. Go ahead and get these things so you could be protected. Meanwhile, the people that's dropping dead of suddenly is one of them ones that was on them things. I'm not making that up. And see, that's why they trying to protect that brother that was in the NFL. And I ain't the first person online to say it. I'm actually a Johnny come lately. But one of the first things that I thought of is that, okay, is the NFL trying to protect the fact two things. One, we don't know what they gave him, and we don't know what they be giving these brothers when they be shooting them up so that they could get back out on the field pain free and be out there. You have a brother with his arm hanging off, he'll get back out there. What they be shooting them up with, it's not just what they say it is, and it's not just what we think. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't have had the Tuskegee experiment. You wouldn't have had those recent experiments where they were talking about recently in jails where they apologizing because they was using that to experiment on you. Now, you have to ask yourself a question. Why are they always experimenting on the Israelites? Have y'all ever asked yourself that question? Why are they always, and it's not the black and white thing. It's got nothing to do with that. But you have to ask yourself, why are they always experimenting on Israelites? What is that about? Maybe they know something. Maybe they do. But there's a lot of this right here going on where you got suddenly. And the crazy thing is, it's not with the elders. But the elders are dropping off too in large numbers. Baby boomers and all of them people, they dropping like flies and nobody's saying nothing about it, not on the news. It's like something has just turned the crank up on all they ills and they wicketry, and now it's backfiring on them. Anytime they harm one of our people, we should be praying that the Father destroy that person and their whole family immediately. Father, don't wait. Destroy them now. Destroy them. I tell you what I do. I'm gonna tell over the open air what I do. I'm gonna tell you right now. When I see them wicked bastards and females killing our people, destroying our people, you know what I do? I go on the interweb, I get a picture of them, and I pray over their face that the Father destroy them and their family. Yes, I do. I just got a little bit of insight into your brother's seed. Yes, I do. It's time out for us praying good tidings and glad tidings, calling these people your brother when these people have ill will towards you, always have, and it's a spiritual thing. Their hatred for you is a perfect hatred, but it's spiritual. Let's keep going. Let's see what the family has to say about it. Plagues. They it's amazing. The sudden death thing is amazing. The numbers that excessive deaths week by week, day by day. And the narrative was, well, the so-called African Americans are catching it disproportionately than whites. But see, they use technology, trick bag numbers. If you know anything about numbers, you can say something to make it fit your narrative. Now, if you're telling me that more of our people will die, you're a straight up liar. And you're taking that two things you're doing. You're basing it on population, number one. Then you factor in the lies that you tell, and then they always have this other category. And who knows what the other is? It's a way to use sweep numbers under the rug to not say that, oh, yeah, it's them Europeans that's getting hit. But then you say it's other, right? And then you factor in the fact that we don't even submit to the census. I mean, when was the last time y'all submitted to the census and said, yes, it's A? Now, I know they can look at the other databases and get an idea, but we've been stuck on 13, 14% since we've been here. Now, it should be obvious that if we were still stuck on 13, 14%, why everybody be so be so happy to get your vote? If you're only 13%, that's not really going to swing. See, they're not telling the whole numbers on a lot of stuff. They're not telling the whole numbers on how much heinous crimes these people been doing. I know the police station stop the police precincts all over the snakes stop reporting to the feds what the hate crimes were. Those numbers. You can Google that, look that up, see if I'm making something up, and then you come back and say, "Oh yeah, he not lying. He telling the truth about it." So yeah, every time they put their hands on us, the Father smash on them. Mr. The original school, they're getting recompense and repercussions from the wickedness. The Most High is making them pay because of it. That's right. And that and you come with the count, bro. You must have read my did I accidentally send you my word doc that I created? The birth rate. Now, you could say death and fine, that's one thing. But then couple that with they're not having children. And something is going on. Something. And put a 4 up if you can actually feel what's going on. And I'm going to pause for a minute and let my brother Elisha speak his piece on it because I've been rambling for a minute. Brother Elisha, I want you to chime in on the deaf thing for me, if you would, please. Jimmy Gilliam, it's time for them to bow down. I agree. Go ahead, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. You coming in
I
great,
mean,
bro.
you know, I seen a video recently that I guess it was clipped together. I can't say who was the author of the video or whatnot, but it showed a lot of you know of the heathen just passing out. Now I know the implication was, or rather, having newscasters and different people in different walks of or different careers, they were just passing out, just falling out on the spot. And I noticed in
Okay.
Hollywood, you're noticing that a lot of uh, heathens are passing away. The Most High's judgment is in the earth. I think this is just a prelude to a greater thing to come. So we're still waiting on that thing that's really going to shake their foundations. Right now, we're just recognizing, okay, is there something there? The if is still behind it, but I th- I know that this is just a prelude to something bigger.
I 1,000,000% agree with you. You can actually, it's something that's tangible that you can taste. I can not only feel it, I can. It's hard for me to explain. It's tangible. It's tangible for me though. I can wrap my arms around. I can see it. Yeah. But what I also want to say is, family, be careful of your thoughts. Guard your mind. You don't be entertaining. If you entertain that right hand side, you got an angel on your shoulder. That left hand, you got a devil whispering something into your ear. No, you don't listen to now one of them. I don't care what nobody say. Don't listen to none of them unless it's something according to what the Father that you gonna benefit from. You ain't got no business listening to your spirit. All spirits gotta qualify themselves. Books say test the spirits. They gotta qualify. You gotta identify yourself. Who you with? Why you messing with me now? Who sent you? What you got to do over here with me? Raphael Al Ben Yehuda. Peace and blessings, bro. Go ahead and speak your piece. Take you off
Oh,
mute. Hey, bro, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. Just to let you know, and hey y'all and shalom. I'm starting to the live chat actually, and to y'all.
Yeah, shalom, brother.
Yeah, and yeah, cause yeah, well, I'm trying to figure out why the world they put our percentage of our population 13 and 14%. That we all know that's a lie, straight from Satan.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Sorry
sir.
about that.
Go ahead.
But I cause while I first awakened to the truth probably about 2000 yeah 2016. I was trying to find out trying to find out who my people who truly are, and when I watched Barry Ross video and other videos about our people. First, I didn't know that these camps were the modern day Pharisees until I realized it. Though, you know, those Black Hebrew Israelite actually, but they're really modern day Pharisees. I call them Black Hebrew Pharisees. Sorry for saying that, but that's really facts, though.
Yeah. Because and I appreciate you apologizing because what we don't do here is, well, in code period, we don't necessarily put down our people,
I'm not trying.
especially if they're in the true paradigm. We don't come out our people. But continue speaking, brother. Go ahead.
I know. It just I wish our people got out of these camps though. That's what I really wish for. But but
Brother,
go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, brother. I mean, I know it's a black eye on the camps, but essentially, when you see the scriptures and says, "Gather ye together, O nation not desired," we are calling for the assembling of our people. We're calling to be gathered, and essentially, that's in the inceptions of the camps, is so that we could all be together as one. So, even though the term camp has a bad name, the goal, as prophesied, is for us to gather into one collection. A lot of
True.
times we just say camp. So even with us here at Salt of the Earth, we're calling for our brothers to be gathered together. You can call it family, you can call it assembly, you can call it
Hmm.
church, you can call it camp. We call it for the gathering of our people. So,
Oh, that's good.
camp is just a word, and our brothers out there, in whatever
Mhm.
fashion they choose to gather our people and do the work, may the Most High bless them all. they're gathering the
That's
brothers according to prophecy, so we can be one and we can return to
okay.
the land as well.
Yeah, if you don't mind, Elder Elisha, I'd like to interject. And first, I want to give a double honor to my elders up here, brother Cleo, Elder Cleo, Elder Elisha, and shalom and blessings to the brother Raphael Yehud ben Yashar,
Thank
and
you.
all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High first and foremost. And shalom and blessings to all my beloved Israelite brothers and sisters out there in the chat. I want to say that when we look out there and we see people on the street preaching, right? That work is not something for the faint of heart, you know. And a lot of times, man, we got to be careful on how we view people, because look how they view Mashiach, you know. A lot of times, man, the things that's going on with our people, we we get influenced by what other people are saying to look down on each other, and that's not you. It's not always the case. We don't have to agree on everything to understand that the Most High is using us. Like, I came in through camp understanding, you know. We went out there and we street preached. You know, we did the same thing that brothers in camps were doing. You know, we was out there engaging people, you know, and so that we don't be hypocritical on because of the methodology, you know. We just got to stay really grounded in humility and understand that the Most High can really be using us too. We don't have to agree on everything. We don't have to agree with the camps and everything, but we do have to have a code on how we operate. You know, we have to have
True.
a code on how we operate and how we deal with each other. You know, because we're a family. You know, and we don't need anything to be put out there, because the heathen use these things to cause a bigger divide between us. So yeah, there be some things that we disagree with, but I agree with the spirit that's leading them brothers to do what
True.
they're doing, you know. But that's all
Yeah.
I wanted to say.
So my brother, oh yeah, and peace and blessings, Elder Banya. Um, you know, one thing that the nations like to see, they like for us to divide our strength. You know, the Mashiach brought up a strong man. He said, nobody can bind a strong man, or a house divided cannot stand. You know, if we are divided amongst our people and us being one, we actually make ourselves weaker. The nations like to see that we say anything negative or derogatory against our own people. If we speak about family business amongst the family, and I don't mean on social media like we are today, but if we were inside a house where we talking to each other, we could probably be freely to say, okay, our people are doing this or doing that, because that's family business and it's not divulged to the nation. But on such a public platform, everything is us unified, everything is us one, everything is us love, everything is us joining, everything is us being together. We have no negative things to ever say about any of the brothers out there doing the work of the Most High, which a lot of brothers have done. So we're not going to give the nation strength by trying to diminish our brothers in any capacity. We want to lift them up and let everybody know that we're one, so the nations can fear it, that and the Most High can go before us.
Shalom, brother Banya. Peace and blessings to you. Appreciate you jumping on, man. And I would have gave you a proper introduction, but we were in the middle of the brother speaking. Brother Ralph, brother Raphael Ben Yasharal, appreciate you jumping on, and we'll put you on mute, and you can stay on. And if you got something to say as we continue on, please by all means say it. I appreciate you, brother. Now we're going to move forward. So we're talking about death and what's happening with the heathen. And so I'm going to read some of these comments. Please forgive me, fam. Y'all been rocking out, and I appreciate how you guys rock out, because tell your family when they go back and watch the video, and for anybody that's listening right now, to pay attention to the chat. Not only pay attention to the commentary, but pay attention to the chat, because that's where you're going to get a lot of edification, not only from the brothers on the panel, but from the chat room. Our brothers and sisters in the chat room know the book, dropping sound biblical precepts and great commentary. So let's take a look at this. They can't even approach the Father because they never served our Father. Their salvation comes through the chosen. We are their mediator, and they are too proud to approach the Father through us. That's right. But good brother Cavity Fruit. They was not houses of the foundation with the battle round. Let's see, Sereno and the Alphabet Crew out of hand. Yeah, they've been out of hand. My good sister Shamara, unorthodox daughter of Zion. I'm in a lollipop group on Facebook. They are going through it. Family and friends getting sick, cancer's coming back, instant un I'm gonna say instant unraveling, or I just can't read, which is probably a combination of both. Notorious Hebrew, it's harvest time. They're reaping what they've sown. ET says every time they touch the apple of Yah eye, they getting the most high big boot in their backside. And that's absolutely correct. And there's not a whole lot of delay either. And that's why I believe you see a lot of this the weather report. The weather report has been off the hook. And it's for good reason too. Somebody touched the apple of his eye and he's upset about it. Pam Yah Israel, absolutely rich, poor, young and old. The death angel is on the high rise. That's right. I saw this comment right here. Praise him. Off-grid desert farming and Paul and Adrian on Rumble warning graphic image global depopulation in full swing as adult death syndrome skyrockets. This video has 37 minutes of people dropping dead. So be it. Selah. Go ahead, bro.
Man, you ain't no lie. Soon as this year jumped off, man, the storms and all that stuff jumped off. We've been saying it for a while, right, bro?
Hey man, listen. Hey, okay, so let me put up a 5 if you understand what the Father had sought of the earth production based on the office put out. Because it's not by accident that the videos that we put out, if you go back and look at the second Exodus videos, it's gonna say what we've been saying. And it's not what we've been saying, it's what the Father put in us to say. Because all glory in heaven and earth belong to him. Everything belonged to him. The keys that he's given us belong to him. The wisdom that he's given you and us belong to him. He's given to us for a reason, so that you can share with the family, so that you not be taken off guard when you see what's going on. The weather report. Bro, I know where you live, you know where I live. You got your swimsuit, or you running around with a raft, or you got a canoe. Which one you got?
Bro, it's like, hey man, I need an ark. You don't need an ark.
Yeah. Need 2 of them. One when I go home and one when I go to work. I need 2. Man, I tell you what, and they not stopping neither. Yeah. And then here's the crazy part about all the rain though. With all the rain, what's delayed is the mudslides. Mudslides take delay because watch when the next set of rain come, because the earth is soaked. And I seen something fantastic. I'm not even gonna talk about it because I don't want to spook you Israelites. But right now, there's only one group of people that's unspookable. That's the Israelites. You can't spook the Israelites. Hey, shalom, Sister Mary Yakita. Peace and blessings, sis. Hope all is well. Come off mute. Greet the fam. Trying to unmute my sis. She's not unmuting. Can't unmute.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom, sis. How you doing?
Shalom. I'm good. I just wanted to drop one precept. I've been trying to type it into the chat for a while now, and I'm like, I can't get this whole thing out.
Rock out, sis. Rock out.
So I just wanted to drop one here with regards to what you're talking about, and it's 2 Baruch 70 verses 6 through 10. And it says, when those things which were predicted had come to pass, then shall confusion fall upon all men, and some of them shall shall fall in the battle, and some of them shall perish in anguish, and some of them shall be destroyed by their own. And El Elyon will reveal those people whom he has prepared before, and they shall come and make war with the leaders that shall then be left. And it shall come to pass, when whosoever gets safe out of the war will die in the earthquake, and whosoever gets safe out of the earthquake will be burned with the fire, and whosoever gets safe out of the fire will be destroyed in the famine. And it shall come to pass that whosoever of the victors and the vanquished gets saved and escapes all these things, afore will be delivered into the hands of my servant Mashiach. For all the world will be, all the earth shall devour its inhabitants.
Hmm. 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 So what you just read, that Mashiach, that the Christians think that Mashiach coming to hand out parting gifts. That don't sound like no parting gift to me. Y'all brothers can speak on it. Y'all speak on that. Speak on that precept. That's heavy right there.
Hey, there's several things in the scripture that illustrate what Mashiach gonna be doing, man. You know, blood of the grapes. You know, what they seeing right now is just a precursor to what's to come. Right now, and like the whole earth is telling them, like, I'm tired of you, man. Earth trying to spew them out.
Hmm.
You know, the earth don't like it.
Hmm.
You know,
I'm trying to realize. Sorry, I'm trying to realize that. I know that the world hated us, and it also hated the Most High and the Messiah. I'm trying to see that scripture says something. I know it said it hated us before him or hated him before. I don't know because I forgot that scripture. Ugh. And please forgive me. I'm autistic. I got autism actually. Not trying to excuse myself. I'm trying to find out where that chapter and verse is.
you sound like me when I'm trying to find something.
Yeah. Sorry.
Nah, you good.
You good, bro. You a family, man.
Yeah,
Go ahead
man.
and say. Go ahead and give us some breadcrumbs on what that scripture was again.
That it said the world hated us, or it said the world hated his son and his father before us. I don't know because I
Let me.
forgot that scripture.
I know what you're talking about. Hold on. Let me
Yeah.
get. All right, hold on. Let me grab that.
But you know
Why the, why
you
the
know
brother?
you
Why
mugs.
the?
Go
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
bro.
Go
Go
ahead,
ahead,
brother.
rock that.
I
Go
was
ahead, rock
about to
that,
say
bro.
to just address the precept that the sister just read. I believe out of Second Baruch, which is a lot of jewels in that book, especially about the times we entering into. But it's similar to what it says in Second Ezra 13. I guess we could just read verses 9 and 10. And it says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held sword nor any instrument of war. But I saw that sent out of his mouth has as it been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks in the tempest. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. Mashiach called those elements together, the things that you see in the earth right now that just seem to have no purpose. Mashiach going to have them has them at his disposal to use them as he will. And he's going to use it against those nations.
Yeah, he's plenty. He's gonna be plenty fire. Somebody go get that precept where it say the blood go be up to the horse's bridle. That's in the book somewhere, I believe, unless I made it up. Brother Bonnie, you ready to rock? Well, Brother
Yeah,
Bonnie is
yeah, yeah. I
oh,
posted it. I posted it in the chat already.
okay. Yeah, I'm
Uh,
like 10 miles behind. Let me get down there, bro.
let me.
You posted in private?
Nah, I posted it on. It didn't even. The whole thing didn't even come out. So
Okay,
I'll
I'm looking through, I'm trying to find it. You posted in there again, I'll find
I
it.
share the screen if you want. And
Yeah, go ahead and do that. That's even better. Go ahead and rock
this is
that.
the one. I believe this is the one the brother was talking about. You can let me know, brother Ralph, if this is the one you was talking about here. And it says in John 15 and 18, if the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world, or if ye were of the world would love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Is that the one that you're talking about, brother?
Yeah, that one.
All right.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Yeah, I really don't like this world anyway. The world of Gentiles, though, it's really corrupted.
Mhm.
And it's really evil. And I ain't trying to explain the whole thing. I'll explain it to you later, though. But
Do
I'll
us a
let
little
y'all.
favor. Do us a little favor because this is the scripture you brought out.
Yeah,
Expound on that just a little bit for us on what that means to you.
yeah. The real thing on what it means to me, because I know that the world hated us. It also hated the Most High and Messiah. What is it, before him or before us? I forgot. Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's John 15. John 15, verse 18, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me click that. Sorry about that. Yeah. If the world hated you, keep in mind that it hated me first. Yeah. I know. Cause I realized that the world don't like the world don't love the Most High and His Son and us. We also need to know that it loves its own instead of the Most High and Son us. Cause this world is always reaching to its end. Though I met the Gentiles world about to end.
Mm-hmm. Amen. You know what? It's just like the scripture says. What fellowship does the evil have with good or light with darkness? Right. So
Hmm.
naturally, the world would hate the Most High's people because we are the light of the world. You
True.
know, I know a thing's been pushed out there in the earth to say that we're feeble minded and that we're immoral, but the majority of us are not like that. And
Yeah.
some people fall under the influence of the things that's happening in the earth anyway. You know, but that doesn't you can't label a whole people like that.
True.
Over the vast majority of our people are people that are good, moral, who want to return back to the Most High. Even on the side of brothers and sisters that are Christians, a
True.
lot of them they truly believe what they're deceived.
Yeah.
But they I believe that in their hearts they are seeking to do what's right, but they're being influenced by this world's opinion about who we actually are, about who
Yeah.
we are as a people, as so-called blacks, and who we are when we say we're Israelites, you know.
True. We also know that we ain't supposed to love the world. Instead, we have to love the Most High and His Son with all our heart, spirit, soul, and mind.
That's right. That's what the book say right there. Appreciate your commentary and appreciate the precept. So Fab, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a quick commercial break right quick. I'm gonna play a commercial. And after I play this commercial, then we're gonna get back to discussing what we've been discussing. And I appreciate you, fam. You guys hit the smash the like button, but more importantly, go tell your family about the show so that they could get some edification from you all. Okay, we appreciate Salt of the Earth, EPP.com, for supporting us. And if you love the family and you love the work that we do, please go out and purchase something. We don't ask that you give us a Trinity offering, which I've been asking y'all for a Trinity offering. And only a handful of y'all have responded. So instead of giving me a Trinity offering, go purchase some goods from the store. So now I'm going to get back to the comments and the commentary. The shot is Don, all is vanity. We are living in the matrix. That's so true. The shot is causing heart muscles to get weak and big, and it doesn't pump blood effectively. This can cause dangerous irregular heartbeat. In other words, you can just suddenly drop dead. Let's see here. My brother typed this up. Brother on the panel typed this up, and I'm trying to figure out why our population is 13% though. And we all know that 13% of the population is light. That's correct. I see all your fours. I'm just now catching up to where you are, family. I'm gonna read this precept from Mr. The Original School, Proverbs 24:11. If thou forbear to deliver them that are drawn to death, and those that are ready to be slain. I believe there's a rest of that precept, and it's so far down. I'm gonna keep moving. Mariah Yakita, second Ruth 70:6. And when those things which were predicted, I believe this is the precept that the sister read. Appreciate that precept, sis, and appreciate you jumping on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat again. Anybody want to jump on and speak your piece concerning death or anything that we're talking about currently? You're more than welcome to jump on and speak your piece. We had 2 people jump on already, and this is your house. You don't have to be shy. You don't have to be afraid, because when you jump on, the only thing I'm gonna tell you, and I forgot to tell my sister when she jumped on, is that you just need to get saved. That's all you need to focus on is John 3:16. You don't have to focus on nothing else. In Revelation 14:20. This is what I called, I believe, earlier. I knew it was somewhere in the book. See, Ralph Al Yahoo, I'm just like you. We know different. I call precept, and if you give them enough breadcrumbs, they'll tell you exactly where it's at. Revelation 14:20. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse's bridle, by the space of 1,600 furlongs. So that means there's a lot of blood on the ground from somebody. Somebody done pressed the earth and squeeze. They say you can't squeeze blood from a turnip, but that's a lot of blood on the ground right there. Somebody smashing somebody. Somebody's the smasher. Somebody's the smashee. I would tend to bet that the smasher is Mashiach. I would tend to bet that the smasher is also Mashiach's kinsman. I would also further say that the ones that smashee is Psalms 83 and they ilk, and everybody aligned with them. Somebody on the panel got something to say. Go ahead and rock out. I'm gonna keep putting these words up for you,
I
family.
really want to say something because
Go ahead,
I was
bro.
trying search on the scripture on Second Ezra. You get what I mean? I'll probably read to probably 1 through uh I'm trying to figure yeah, cause I heard it from brother Ross on it, the Bible Unlocked, the Rapture Deception. It was really good though. I really want to read Second Ezra's on chapter 13 though. I'm trying to figure out on which verse I want to stop.
What do you brothers bring up? What do you brothers got second address? I can look for my book. What do you brothers bring up second address?
Which verse did the brother want to grab up?
You are chapter 13, bro? Second
Yeah.
address?
Yeah,
I'm on my laptop. I'm on my laptop actually.
Which verse?
Just to let you know. Probably I don't know if I want to read the whole verse though. But you know what, screw. I'll probably read the whole verse. And it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I behold, and lo, that man waxed strong with 1,000 of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth felleth when it feeleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was a gather together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. But I would have seen the religion or place. No, I mean not religion, but sorry about that. Sometimes my eyes, not my eyes, because I sometimes I get it wrong though. Forgive me.
You all right, bro? Keep rocking. You all right?
Let me repeat this verse 7. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. Mm. And and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lift up his hand nor held his sword, nor any answer of war. This is good. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he casted out sparks and tempests. And they were mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a certain of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. Hey, brothers, I got to go back to work. Shalom and blessings, elders.
Hey,
Y'all be
shalom,
safe.
peace and blessings to you, bro.
See
You
you,
be
man.
safe out there, all right? I'll
Shalom,
see you
shalom,
later.
and blessings, brother.
Shalom.
Okay,
Shalom.
so brother Raphael, you want to give some commentary on what you just read, real briefly?
Yeah. I'll try. I know I really want to stop, not stop, but I know I really want to, read the whole, what is it, the whole verse, but I'll try and stop to, probably, hmm.
Go ahead, bro.
Probably to 26. I'll probably stop to 26.
Okay.
Uh, where is it? Where were I? What was I? What verse was I? Cause, I'll probably, read, verse 11. And they all met together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon sudden of innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived. Ugh. But only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. Afterwards saw saw I the same man come down from the mountain, and call unto him another what is it? Peaceable, peace.
Peaceable.
Yeah, peaceable multitude. And there came much people unto him, whereof so were glad. Some were sorry, and some were bound, and other some brought of them that were offered. Then was I sick through great fear and awake, and said, Thou hast showed thy servant these wonders from the beginning, and hast counted me worthy that thou shouldest receive my prayer. Show me now yet the interpretation of this dream. For for as I conceive in my understanding, woe unto them that shall be left, uh, oh, left in those days. Sorry about that.
So you want?
And
Are you
and
at?
much. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna say, are you at 20? Was that 20?
No, that's 16.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I remember. I really want to start with 15 through to 26. That's why.
Okay,
Not I remember.
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put you on mute for a moment.
Okay,
We're gonna get back to the we're gonna get back to the to the show, and then
you go ahead.
if we got time later, we'll jump back on with you and have you continue to read that if that's okay.
Okay,
But
I
I
ain't even read
appreciate you,
myself.
bro.
No.
No. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I was gonna ask you, Elias Shaw, or did any of the brothers have any commentary based on what they heard the brother read now of the book of Ezra 13.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing that we see in Revelations, that we see in the prophecies inside Isaiah, I believe, chapter 63. Um, all the things that are lined up, that when the nations are come together, that if we go down further, it's going to get into the nations are going to stop fighting with each other, and they're going to go and fight against the man that came out of the sea. Um, it sounds real familiar to a speech that Ronald Reagan gave back in like 1984. If anybody remembers how Ronald Reagan, when giving a speech, said if there was an alien threat, how all the differences that the nations would have would stop because they would have a common enemy that they all would have to come together. And Ronald Reagan actually said that in a speech in 1984, which is kind of symbolic to what is said in Second Ezra, the 13th chapter, because the nations will stop fighting with each other when the Mashiach comes and the Most High is cleansing the earth and repurposing it back to, the rightful kingdom, the kingdom that he promised to our fathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Jacob. So, oddly enough, the same speech George Bush gave. So we already know that through all these movies, Hollywood, that they're preparing to fight against him that's coming to correct the earth, to take judgment away from all the kings, put all their crowns down. So we're seeing that right now in Second Ezra chapter 13. And it plays out in almost every movie you see in Hollywood where there's aliens coming to this earth. When the nations come together, you ever seen Independence Day? How all the nations came together. So, a lot of these things are prophetic. A lot of these things are symbolic to how Hollywood depicts them. And that's what we're seeing in Revelation. That's what we're seeing in Second Ezra chapter 13.
This comment right here goes perfectly with the commentary. These devils going to try to fight the Messiah. Yes, they are. And to add on to what Elisha was saying with Reagan and them, they had the space program, but you know how the snakes do it. If they tell you about something, that means that they didn't had it for at least 30 years. You notice with you fooling around playing with an AI right now, these people been had AIs 50 years ago. you figure out thinking that you're doing something fantastic with your little AI bot. These people had the same AI bot that you think you got. They had in the 1940s, 1950s. Trust and believe that. Now, I want to go. We
Elder.
go.
I'm
Go ahead,
sorry.
man. No,
I
no,
was
go
just
ahead,
going
bro.
to say that you're absolutely correct on what you just said, and we're seeing little glimpses of it. Like they have AI bots. I've seen recently a brother was. I mean, I'm going to say a brother, but somebody just heard a voice on a video. He's using an AI bot to buy and sell stocks, getting you know, big time returns. Another program called Chapita or something like that. These AI bots is doing all manner of things that the government then had the ability to do. So just to say that to reverberate what's it just in conjunction with what you said. Yeah, these things been out there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don, all his family, we are living in the matrix. I work in healthcare. I'm a heart nurse. The doctor said to me yesterday, all these low EFs, EF is a measurement of heart pump squeeze. Above 50 is normal, 50 is low normal. And Don, all is vanity. What is the, if you would please, what is the racial breakdown or the ethnic breakdown of what the doctor's seeing and what you guys are seeing? Because it must be in line with the book. We are seeing the Bible. Our ancestors been fighting, wondering when these times was going to come. Our ancestors, the ones that went into slavery and the snakes, and were part of the dispersal of transatlantics, they was looking up and wondering, Father, when? We've been going through this for a minute. We tired of this. Could we stop going through this, please? Can you please stop whooping our tail? It's a little bit more. It's a little bit more. It's a little bit more. Contraband camps, a little bit more. Gator bait, just a little bit more. Wall Street, a little bit more. Civil rights movement, black codes, just a little bit more. A little bit more. Crack epidemic, we're getting close. 1960, okay. 1970, yeah. 2019, all right. 2016, yeah. 2019, oh, okay. Is it by coincidence that the snake said, okay, yeah, 2019, you've been here 400 years? What was that signal to you? When they say, oh, yeah, we got A, B, such and such and such and that. It's in one of our videos. We got A, B, such and such, this and that. That's 400 years. That sounds like that was an alarm for time served. It's an alarm for time served. Since I like to know what the breakdown is. Are you seeing a lot of Israelites in, or is it a lot of the heathen in? I will put my money. They say don't if you playing roulette, it's either if you betting on colors, red or black. I'm betting on black. Black is not experiencing that. And when I mean black, I'm talking about the Israelites. I'm not rocking. I'll rock out with you for our benefit. I rock out with you for our benefit. But my first and foremost, I'm dedicated to the Israelites. You can look like me all you want to. I'm dedicated to the Israelites. You could sound like me if you want to. You could dance like me. You could shoot hoop like me. You could probably even run like me. But guess what? That don't matter. I'm dedicated to the Israelites. First and foremost. Everybody else, second, third, fourth, and fifth place. Sixth place and seventh place. Whether you look like me or not. Whether you're from the continent or not. Yeah. We see the slick talk that everybody be saying. And again, fam, I ain't got nothing against nobody. If I'm rocking out with you and it's to the benefit of my people, then that's what I'm gonna do. But make no mistake about it, we know who's who now. We know who's who. And we're not playing them games where just because you think you with us, that you're with us, and we gonna rock out with you all like that, and it's all good and nice and sweet. No, sir. No, ma'am. If you talking slick to the Israelites, they gonna light your ass up. If you think you know the book and you're a heathen, or you ham, or you whoever, they're going to light you up. You don't care nobody nothing about nobody looking like you. Everybody, you look at the nations in Psalms 83, you got everybody mixed in there. Everybody's in there. So now we're going to switch gears. I appreciate the commentary. Now, here's the question that I have. Now, you notice that, and I'm sure I don't need to tell y'all all this, but I'm sure that you understand when we put graphics up on these thumbnails that there's a meaning to it. I know that you all know that, but I'm just saying that to you. Now, what I want you to do is go back and look at the thumbnails. Matter of fact, look at all the thumbnails and then look at the titles of the videos. So I'm giving a little bit away right now. I'm in a good mood. Heathen, you record this for sound check. We're in a good mood today. Go look back at the thumbnail. You got the hippie heroin addict in front of a cross with his arms spread open. Mind you, around him on the stained glass, which you need to get it busted out. That's how I should have depicted it, but that's a different conversation. Around him is a bunch of heathens, and in front of them praying with their hands up, hands down, whatever, is a bunch of heathens. Now, I want to ask a question because I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I want to ask the fam this because the great commentary from my brothers and the precepts from my brothers on the panel, all my brothers who joined on, and my sister who joined on, my sisters who joined on. And if you want to jump on the panel, you can. Here's the link. I'm gonna drop the link again. But now here's the question that I have, famo. The question is this: do you believe that because of the death angel marching, running rampant on the earth, it's going to wrap up in 2023, 2024, going to be a wreck, a nervous wreck? And I'm gonna tell you where it's told at. That's told in the stars, and I'm not gonna get into too much of that because our family, some of our family members, are able to discern, and I'm gonna leave that at that. 2024 is supposed to be do you think 2023 is 2019 from 2019 each year it's gonna go like stair steps, a crazy graph. We'll go up. Oh man, we got through 2021. A paradigm, a precept directly on what Mary y'all brought. Okay, boom, we're going to get through 2021. Okay, we got through 2022. Okay, we're going to get through that. Then boom, we got to jump this step. Now we got to get through 2023. Who going to get through 2023? And then 2024, mark these words down. You can check it for sound check, sound quality. 2024 going to be off the proverbial chain. Yes, indeed. X over America. That's right, Connie Alray. Y'all, peace and blessings to you. And shalom and peace and blessings. I threw you up, even though I didn't get a chance to get to you, famo, that jumped in late. I did put you up on the screen. That was my way of shaloming you. So now I want to ask the question. The death and reparations, are they connected? Because now all of a sudden, everybody on the whole earth, you got nations talking about, oh yeah, I want to give back what I stole. I want to do something. California talking about, I heard one report, California talking about $500,000 per Israelite. I seen another place, and I don't have the link because I'm not looking at my sheet. I'm not looking at my notes. Another place is like, oh yeah, in this city, we trying to get the Israelite $5 million. What do these people know that you don't know? What do they know? Because here's my answer. I'm wondering what the answer to the question is. Yeah, you late Yashadik, you need to get saved. That's why. Shalom, brother. Good to see you, man. Hope all is well. I'm gonna drop the link, man. If you want to join in, you already know what it is. You know what it is. Go ahead, bro. Rock out.
Nah, you said that. What's the implication? It's no different than when you get into a car accident. Say you get into a car accident, and there's significant damage, and ultimately the insurance company knows that if it goes to court, if they're allowed to go that far, that you stand to get 100 times what they can offer you today. So a lot of times an insurance company will call you within the first couple of weeks and throw an offer out there. maybe 1% of what you would get if you allow it to go further or further into negotiations or even make it to trial. And that's what California is doing right now. They're giving a preliminary offer because they know exactly what really is owed to us. So let's just give them something. We give them something now. Maybe we don't got to go to Fort Knox and dump out all our gold and silver and all the real precious things that we have. Let's just try to appease them now because they know if it goes any further that they're going to have to give up the bank. They have to give up all their wealth because we're owed more than what they got right now. So yeah, that's just a quick appeasement. The same thing they did in North Carolina, trying to offer brothers and sisters, I think 10,000 or 20,000 towards a college education. It was something like that, and it was formed as reparations. I could be butchering it. I could be saying it in a way that is not exactly how they are offering it. I think it's something similar to that effect because it's been a while since I've seen that story. But every story I've seen on reparations or the states that's trying to implement something, it's always something very modest, you know, and them knowing that if it really hit the international stage, if we really, especially with our Most High behind it, seeing as though He said your gold and your silver should come with you, and the Most High says you should go out with great substance. These things are not talking about $5 million in promissory notes. It's talking about real worth that can be used in any country. You know, you got countries right now that don't even take the dollar. You know, I heard one celebrity talk about he went to England or something like that, and they said, "What? The dollar? Shit, we don't take that here." You know, so we don't need a bunch of promissory notes or glorified notebook paper when we leave here.
Well, what's interesting to what you said first and foremost is profound that you see it from that angle. That's number one. Saying that because what I heard was okay, we need to hold out to the highest bidder then, because it's in San Francisco. That's right. Charataza Kalab. It's in San Francisco. San Francisco is saying, hey, we owe them $5 million per person. Governor Newsom had it at 500 racks. San Francisco saying 5 million. Now you have to ask yourself the question: well, what do these people know? Do you believe in your heart of hearts that it's just about, oh yeah, we want to be kind, we want to be gentle, we want to make sure that we're doing the Negro, we want to make sure we're doing the Black Hebrew Israelite, the Black Church, the Muslims, the Moors, and all of their ilk. We want to make sure that we're doing right by them. What is got these people so that they want to give you money now? And you tell me that what is it? Genesis 15:13-15 not real. It don't apply to us. When you're seeing this happening right now, the brother they talk about right now. You got most nations flipping the script right now. They saying, oh hell no to fiat. We want your gold and silver. Russia saying, if you pay us for the gas, pay us in gold. And I don't want to hear nothing about the gold being tossed in the streets because we're not at that point yet. Give me something tangible. Give me some land. We'll figure out how to farm it. My dad was a farmer. We'll figure it out. You got them people that's in the South know how to farm. What you did to the black farmers, different conversation. San Francisco talking about, so Gavin Newsom said 500,000. San Francisco talking about 5 million. Who, okay, 5 million, we do got 6 million, 6 million New York, 6 million, 6 million. Oh, New York says 7 million, 7 million. New York, Atlanta, 8 million, 8 million. Atlanta says 8 million. It's like you at auction, just like how they auctioned us off. You in the auction to pay the Israelites. So now here, this is the craziest thing. But we see the book being fulfilled. Y'all should be excited about today. Not so much as that you're going to get your great substance. We're not worried about that. We know we're going to get that. The book say we got that coming. Books say we got it coming. But my question is, why is the heathen all of a sudden, they dropping off, they dying off like flies? Yeah, do you think that they may have come to their senses and to their mind and saying, hey, you know what? For us to right this wrong, like that one white woman was doing, she said we need to start at 200 billion or something crazy like that. Y'all remember that white woman a year or two ago? She was talking about giving us reparations. Everybody was shooting her down. And she started at a low number though. 200 billion is not enough. 20 trillion is not enough. $20 trillion is not enough for what our people went through. I don't think that there's enough money on the earth to pay us back for what we went through. But we'll take what you give us, though. We'll take what you give us, and we'll be smooth out of Dodge. They'll say, hey, where Brother C at? Well, Brother C, he said he was going to be in the Himalayas. He said he was going to go to Shangri-La. Brother C, they can't find that brother. Where did that brother? Is he in Costa Rica? No, he's not in Costa Rica. Is he in Senegal? No. Is he up there with them monks? He probably up there with them. He probably went to Shangri-La. You know, or maybe he went up there to Antarctica, see what that's all about. Went to Antarctica and see what's really up there, what they've been lying about. They've been saying. So now this reparations thing is really, really, really heating up all over the earth. Everybody giving up the ghost. I'm waiting for them bastards at the Vatican to say, okay, we're going to give you back your records. We're going to give you back everything that you stole. I know that there's books under the Vatican right now that talk about everybody in the chat. You mean to tell me that they wasn't writing about this day? They wasn't prophesying even in more detail than what they give in the Bible about this day today? When they was writing it down after they had discontinued from their heritage? Huh? I'm not crazy enough not to believe that. Vatican gonna say, okay, not only is we gonna give you back your records. Here you go. We're gonna give you back all your technology. Here you go. The technology that you had, the game that you had, here you go. Vatican Rome will give up the ghost. Snakes give up the ghost. England give up the ghost. Daughter of Babylon, give up the ghost. The whore that sits on many waters, let our people go. Wherever they at. You know what you did. We know what you did. How tightly coupled is the death angel and them coming to the realization now they need to make right for themselves. Just like how you do a time. You think that if you do this, could this enter your mind if you're a heathen? Well, if we give them reparations, maybe we'll be able to get away with it. Did that enter your mind? There's something else going on here, folks. You had a lot of people talking about, oh, you're not gonna never get this, you're not gonna never get that, huh? Not that was our focus, because quiet is kept. Because we getting ready to be the head, we already moving in a manner that we need to be running shop anyway. If you're talking about being a superpower under Mashiach, you must be running shop. It's not a situation where you guessing about running shop or you think you the head now. I don't care nothing about what China got, what kind of armament they got, what kind of stuff they got, what kind of weaponry Russia got and the snakes got. The snakes got weaponry that would blow your mind. Russia too, the fuse too. Quiet as kept, Iran does too, India too. They all got technology that'll blow your mind. Guess what they all gonna try to do? They all gonna try to link up together and fight against Mashiach, and that ain't gonna work. War Scrolls, one of my favorite books. I'll quote this to y'all all the time. How we getting with the other nations. How do you get to a point where you getting with all nations and Mashiach come back and rock us out all the way? How do you get to that point? There's got to be some divine intervention in that. There's got to be some of y'all getting up off your tail and getting busy to help get you in position by playing your position. Got a lot of that going on. You to be a nation where you rocking everybody else, beating the hell out of them, and then Mashiach come back and say, oh yeah, and here we go. I'm the tiebreaker. I'm the one. There's something to this reparations thing. That's tied to these deaths and tied to these people losing their mind. These people that jumped all the way out the window talking about, hey, you know what? We need to make sure that we get them something. And like my brother Elisha said, maybe we need to hold out and come with the number. What's your number? I mean, that 5 million in gold does sound rather good. I mean, I could probably get to I could probably do an excursion to Alaska on that. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe I could get to the Himalayas. I don't know. They'd probably say, hey, you can't bring that gold up here, nigger. This is the Himalayas. We don't want those kinds of things here to defile the temple. But anyway, enough of being silly. No, seriously, fam. Seriously. Do you believe that the deaths of the heathen and reparations are tightly coupled and or related? Now, I've been running my mouth, so I'm gonna start putting your comments and your precepts up because I do really, 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 really appreciate you. Hey, Kiara King, the invitation is just telling you that he need to get saying that he ain't got no sense. That's all it is. Your brother, see, he's senseless. He don't have no sense, nor does he have a filter. And quiet as kept when we was on the streets, the same way I be yelling and talking right now. Brother Bonnie told y'all we was on the street. I'd be doing the same thing. But I was, but more or less not to our people, but really more so towards to some heathen that tried to come up to me talking about they know what's up with this book when they can't tell me nobody unless you're an Israelite can tell me about the book and don't let you tell. And that's another reason why they upset. That's another reason why they upset. The main reason is because you done figured out. You done put the puzzle pieces together and said, okay, yeah, we are. Okay, so now you figured out the book. Okay, great. But now the next level is okay, so now when you see they folly online, offline, in the streets, in the restaurants, wherever, they come with stupid stuff. Guess who be throwing dynamite at them? Like C4 Semtex, you got those old Russian hand grenades. You pull the pin on American hand grenade, you pull the pin out and you hold it, and then you throw it out and be blowing their ass up. The Israelites, because the Israelites the only one on the earth that could rightfully divide. It was only the Israelites talking about a second Exodus. Only the Israelites was talking about a second Exodus, that you was going to forget about the first one. Why you going to forget about the first one? Because the second one's so great. Because he got to gather the dispersed. He got to, matter of fact, he got to gather these people under very adverse conditions. One, they don't know who they are. Two, they don't have their language. Three, they barely know who the Father is. Four, they've been under the hypnotrance of Christianity. I could keep going on and on. They're not a nation. Number 5. They got no economics. Number 6. They've been bamboozled by the church. Number 7. I'm going to stop at 7 because that's the number of completeness. Surely the Father rocking out with Israel this day woke them up, talk about their Israel. You can't stop that. You can't overthrow it. Only thing you could do is try to prepare to fight him with your puny weapons that you got.
No, it will fail.
All
Horrible.
will fail. Go ahead and say that, bro. Go ahead and
Yeah,
say that.
all will fail because these here things they're gonna extend us, but it's gonna fail misery. And when Yahusha cut that sky, I should say the firmament, it ain't gonna be a good story for us and for the heathens. You
That's
get what
right.
I mean? Oh yeah, and by the way, do you hear about they're trying to put the vaccines on the animals and trying to put it on food? I say, what the world? Heard about somebody said it in the video in one of our women, our Hebrew women said it in a video. But I say I just worry about whatever we eat that stuff, filled with the vaccines, though, because it's something ain't right. They said maybe they're going to put it in put it in food. I said, what the world? I'll be
Yeah.
afraid of that altogether. But people getting for it, right? You go ahead with saying.
Hey, no, that's crazy because Sister Mary Yah says that they're trying to put the shot in food too. Learn to grow your own. Don't get caught in their snares. There's something to that, fam. We need to be very, very careful and prayerfully. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this to everybody whose family members did get the shot. I'm going to say that the Father is able to keep you even if you did take the shot. The Father knows your DNA. He knows your body better than you do. If it's the Father's will, He can get you through 10 of the shots. Hell, He got us through all of the. You know how they was vaccinating us when we were children, when we was born, giving us all them shots that they gave us. They was trying to kill us coming out the womb.
Yeah, and that gave us autism. Some of it, most of my people, Hebrew, men, women, and boys and girls. Yeah, it's not the Most High's fault. It's the nation that tried to kill us. Sorry about that.
No. I appreciate the commentary, bro, and it is exactly that. Because see, you've been marked and you've been at war. You've been at war with invisible enemies and visible enemies, and you didn't even know. We didn't even know we was at war all this time. All this time, we got enemies. We got enemies. We didn't even know we had enemies. We run around thinking that everybody our friend, thinking that Christianity is good. They talking about, oh yeah, that's my brother over there. That heathen over there with the blonde hair, blue eyes, the one that looked like the stained glass dude, the one that looked like the zigzag man on your zigzag rappers. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all ain't been saved. Stop it. Y'all ain't been saved all y'all life. Y'all know the zigzag rapper, who that is. That's the zigzag man. That's Cesare or his brother. They both look the same. There's no difference between them. But now, it was okay for us to do the stained glass, get cracked over the head with the stained glass. But the stained glass says, okay, we're all the same. There is no Jew nor Greek. Tricking you with that foolishness. There's no Jew nor Greek. Okay, sure. Now, fam, when you talk about reparations and when you talk about death and you put the two together, there's something to that the heathen is not telling you. The heathen is not telling you. Could that be another reason why they was trying to kill you? Give you another angle, Elisha. That could be another reason why they were trying to give you the shot, because they said, hey, if we kill enough of them, then that means that we'll have to pay out less dollars.
Yeah, but just like we was talking about mass incarceration, when you got 80% prison population that's so-called black, and you got 20%, 10% that's Latino and 10% white. You got a couple of collateral damage with their own people, and I think that's the same thing how people look at the shot. A lot of our people, they really pushed to get the COVID vaccination. If you look at all the commercials, they acted as if our people was the only object of their affection to get the shot. They really marketed it at black people. This was usually a commercial. This was all the ads. This was all the doctors were talking about, the black community, because they really wanted us to get the shot, even to the point where they mandated it for children. They found a way after a while to get this where your kids had to get it just to go to school. They don't show the numbers or show how many of their people are dying in those hospitals because they got the shot, because they wanted to target us and some of their people's collateral damage. I don't believe Trump got that shot or Biden, none of them. I believe that's all baloney, pork baloney at that.
Man, ain't none of them people got that shot, man. They knew what that was about. Pistolo, yeah, that's this what you saying, bro, goes hand in hand with my sister saying, Pistolo, y'all bless. Peace and blessings again, sis. And the ones that did fall, sis, peace be upon them, and prayerfully that they're in Abraham's bosom, relaxing, kicking back, asking the Father how long. Because they got taken out under false principles. They was actually murdered. If you were Israelite and you took that shot, you cross over because of that shot, that's murder.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank. Because quiet is kept. The shots was really, like the brother been saying, like we've been saying, the shots was I say all the time, everything that happens for the Israelites. It's because of the Israelites. Everything that happened on the whole earth. There's nothing that
But
don't move because of us. Go ahead, bro.
no, Elder. I was just gonna say that all the promotion while I was sitting in that place, you're seeing on TV that they kept that the news, the fake news, they were bringing up a lot of casualties regarding our community, our people. But my mother works in healthcare, and she spoke to a doctor friend of hers, and she specifically told me while I was sitting there that the hospitals are filled up with white people, and that they're dying left and right. This is what she's telling me but
Mm.
yet the news was propagating our people. They were showing the black pastors that died, and they kept making it on TV as if our people was getting slaughtered by this, by the COVID. And it's not to say that none of our people died from this. That would be, you know, definitely out of context for me to say that. But I'm gonna say this from the people I know. They were saying that the hospitals were full with white people, and that those people were dying left and right. But this is not what was being shown on TV. They wasn't showing that their people was being affected that way. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what they do, man. They really wanted to target us. The Most High is having it to fall on them, and it's really causing some a catastrophe amongst their community.
Cause we
Yeah,
always been enemy. We were always been public. I should say major public enemy of number one. Actually, you get what I mean?
yes, sir. And you public enemy 1 through 10. You when they
Yeah,
say the 10 most wanted on the earth, 1 through 10 is Israelite. Is
true.
you number one, you number two, you number 1 through 10, and you probably 1 through the first million. You got the most wanted list. Oh, it's got to be them Israelites. It's got to be them because we need to get them. We need to get them. I'll put up some of these comments. But back to Pizzolo. Pizzolo, y'all bless. Hey, sis, my condolences to you and your family. And what I believe is that your family that did cross over, they in Abraham's bosom right now, they don't have to see the heathen falling out. And prayerfully, those ones that are still here that did get it, prayerfully that they come out of it and that they will be healed. I believe that the Father is able to protect the Israelites. I believe that even if we do make mistakes, that the Father will forgive us in terms of that. So don't be dismayed, sis. Look for the Father to do a miracle. Look for him to
I
do something special. Go ahead, bro.
I need
Go ahead, go ahead.
go ahead.
No, go ahead,
I need
bro.
to tell you something because I know I know I'm the only one that's white, but I don't know if Dad know he's Israel, but most of my family are Christian because I did tell them the truth, but they didn't believe it. It's just you know what I mean? Because I woke up to the truth like in 2016, and my family still in Christianity and all that kind of stuff. I think this is just nothing I can do, but yeah, forgive me. I know it's gonna be sad to see them. I ain't trying to say this word. I don't like my family getting destroyed, but it's gonna be it's gonna be sad to me.
But my brother, let me say this to you. I think that most Israelites that know what is going to happen start to feel some sadness regarding our family when we think about what can happen. But one thing about this good at the time we living in now is that our people that are alive right now are going to see so many great things that will make them change. We're living in a time where they're going to witness so much that their eyes will see the things that will cause them to change their position compared to if you were born 200, 300 years ago and you were waiting for the times we're in now. So that's
Mm-hmm.
one of the good things about being around now when you got a family member that doesn't serve and that, they're sticking to the Christian religion or whatever religion they're in. They might have some other ways that's unscrupulous and callous. But because we live in this time, and we live in a time when the Mashiach, we're likely to see him coming through them clouds, and we're here for the second Exodus. Our people that don't believe or are not conducting themselves in a righteous manner live at a time now where they will have a chance that no other generation that preceded us will have. So you got to be able to take solace that those changes will happen when that time comes. So it's not as dire, even though you can die any day. The Most High can take us at any second. But a lot
True.
of our people get a chance to change because of the times we're in and the chaos that's about to happen and the signs in the heavens and things like that. You understand what I'm saying?
True.
But
Yes.
I wanted to make this comment, not to galvanize the mic. I just wanted to make this. I think that and this be real because this is something serious that I'm about to say. Elder Cleo, do you want me you want to say anything before I say this?
No, no, no. Go ahead. You got the mic. Go ahead, rock out.
Yo,
Oh,
when
sorry.
I was away, my family had to take my children because I was sitting in prison. And my family did a good thing in the Most High to allow me to come home, and then my children were there, to be that can be a father to them again after being in prison for all that time that for something that I didn't do. But this is the thing: my family doesn't believe to the extent that I do. They believe in the Most High, but there are certain regulations or things that can be pressed upon them that they're going to capitulate to. Case in point, in New Jersey, kids when they go to school they got to be vaccinated, or they can't go
Uh,
to school. So again, my children, my youngest children, not my oldest children, my sons, um, my youngest children, because they were under the care of my mother, and when their mother, she had to change her heart regarding, she decided to go her own way. They endorsed that my kids get the vaccination. So I have three younger children that got the vaccination because they had to go get that to go to school. My mother's in healthcare. She had to get the vaccination. She tried to hold out, the whole process she was telling me while I was in prison. She was trying to hold out, but she couldn't because she was going to lose her job. And I know that I'm not the only one in here where a lot of you Israelites in here is of age. Some of you are married. I know you got children, and I know that measure of having to get your kids vaccinated to go to school, some of you fell in that. Some of you fell in that category. And this is
true.
something that we really need to consider for our relatives that had to get it, that didn't want to get it, and for our kids. And I mean, Pensy Lola, y'all bless, all praise the Most High that your kids didn't fall into that vacuum. you know. Shamari Unorthodox Dodge. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't have to get your child vaccinated. Mine's did. And I hate that happened. You know, it just is what it is. So for the brothers and sisters who have those scenarios, we might have to take we might need to call a fast about that. We want the Most High to make sure that they're not touched by these things. But this is a true reality for us in this country right now. That our children had to. Some of us had to get. I'm glad to see that Kwasala Kalab. I'm glad to see all the Israelite family out there was able to. And we used to homeschool our children when my marriage was together before I went to prison. We homeschooled our kids, but being away, that's what happened. So for all those who did have to get their kids vaccinated, family members, you know, these are some things we got to pray about. These are things that we have to be asking the Most High to intercede. And I'm
True.
thankful to the Most High to all of y'all who were able to homeschool your children. That was able to get that exemption. I wish I had been home so I could have did the same thing, but it didn't work out like that. But I'm pretty sure it's
Sorry
others
about that, man.
that's hey man, the Most High is with me, so I know He's with my kids. So there's no fear in me regarding those things. But for those who have the situation, we need to pray about those things and even maybe call a fast. So if anybody has those concerns,
True.
don't hesitate.
I believe that calling for a fact, because I do have family members that have taken the vaccine because of jobs and whatnot. I was fortunate enough that the head of the company that I work for was like, "Well, no, I'm not getting it. I'm not forcing nobody to get it." I was like, "Cool, let me keep it working," because I had to work. I worked through the whole COVID situation. But I will say is this: what we'll have to do is we'll coordinate and see when we can do a fast and prayer concerning it, because I believe that the Father hears us. Somebody go
True.
get that precept where it say the prayers of the righteous availeth much. That's somewhere in the book. The Father hears us. the Father also says somewhere in that book it says, "Greater works than these ye shall do." I know it say that in the book somewhere. I could be paraphrasing, but that's in that book somewhere. But surely
All
the
right.
Father hears our prayers. Surely He hears.
Um, Mr. Cleo, can I tell you something?
Yes, sir, bro. Go ahead.
Um, I thought I was trying. I really want to tell you something. Back when I had a huge fever and had a sore throat, all kinds of. I thought I had COVID, but somebody told me it was sinus infection, and I thought I had COVID, but I didn't. It was something was not right because when I was walking in the kitchen, I felt I had a huge fever and my throat was sore, kind of stuff. Now, I didn't know it was sinus infection till someone, I was there until someone told me I had sinus infection. It turns out, uh, someone, I think the most that someone told me that I have sinus infection. And thank the most that he gave me, that my family gave me some antibiotics to to cure me from you know, the fever and the sinus infection, though.
And then all praise to the Father for that you didn't succumb to getting the shot. I know that when I caught it, and y'all remember when I caught it when that year that I did catch it, I was down for 14 days long straight and was ill for probably about 3 weeks, but felt better that when I could come on. Some of y'all remember that when I was sick that time, and
Mm,
I go on record that was the worst I have ever felt in my entire life. I ain't never felt nothing like that, fam. Never
You know,
in my
man,
entire life.
that was
and that's
worse. That was worse, though, to me. That sinus infection, though.
Hmm.
well, elder Cleo. You know, I told you when I was locked up, I caught it 3 times. 3 times while I was
Wow.
in prison. Three
Was you
times.
hard
Then
down?
caught it.
Was you hard down each time
Oh,
though?
you know,
Hard down?
believe it or not, brother, I had one time where I actually felt it. You know, other two times I caught it was like faint. You know, faint symptoms. It's only one time that I felt it, and when I did feel it, it wasn't to the extreme. You know, the Most High blessed me. So sitting in that hell, catching it 3 times, and then when I got out, my, oddly enough, my son had it, caught it, and I caught
Mm.
it from him as soon as I got out of the spot. You know,
Mm.
so I got like four times I caught COVID, and the Most High has always blessed me through them all. Outside of some, runny stomach, the
Mhm.
running stomach, I didn't feel those severe, symptoms like the lack of taste and things like that. Most High blessed me, no doubt, and He blessed you. He blessed
Thank you,
all of us
yeah.
that have ever caught it. We was blessed,
Yes,
because we
sir.
got through it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Thank you, yeah, in
Yes,
Yahusha.
sir.
In Yahusha name.
Yes, sir. All praise to the Father for getting through it. I'm gonna read
I
this
think,
precept. Go ahead,
sorry.
bro. I'm gonna read this precept. I'm gonna read this precept right quick. James 5:16. Because this is a precept we call. This precept goes out to everybody. Yeah, LSC. When it say prayers of the righteous, the prayers of those that's LSC. How else you gonna be that? Where you gonna get a righteous man from or woman? Where they gonna come from? Where your standard at? When did you get it? When did you develop it? When did you implement it? Who told you that was wrong to keep the Father standard? Confess your faults one to another. Don't go before the zigzag man, before no cross. No wooden cross, no stained glass that need to get busted out to your pastor. You're supposed to be hollering at each other about your issues. Then what you supposed to do after that? He got requirements, like he always do. He giving you the instructions. So we gonna go by these instructions.
Mm-hmm.
Pray for one another. Pissalola, y'all bless. We praying for you. We praying for everybody that's got family. That's been under the bamboozlement of these shots. We praying for all our family. That what? That you might be healed. It didn't say if you took the COVID shot. It didn't say if you took the vaccines.
True.
It didn't say if you went out there and drank the bottle of strychnine. It just says that you may be healed.
Thank you. Yeah.
What's the rest of it? The effectual, fervent prayer of the righteous availeth much. The effectual, fervent prayer of the righteous availeth much. So what you're supposed to be doing? How you become a righteous man or woman? How do you do that? Faith in Mashiach, that's brilliant. Somebody got to get that precept, whatever. The Revelation, I believe it's Revelation 14 or Revelation 12. One of the books, it say it's 2 requirements that people had. What did they have? They had the commandments of the Father. What else did they have? They had faith in Mashiach.
True.
They had both of them requirements. How you gonna? How you gonna? You could have the heathen got a fervent prayer. They praying for their life right now. The heathen got it. That don't mean that it's doing nothing because they missing the main component. Revelation 14:12. Here's the patience of the saint. Your people that's the crossed over and then now is in Abraham's bosom. What is they doing here? What are they doing? They patiently waiting in paradise. They patiently waiting, kicking back, but they still asking the Father the question. But then what was the requirement that it is for the saints that's down there right now? What is it? Here are they that what? Here are they that keep the commandments. What's the commandments? The Father's righteousness. What's the Father's righteousness? Mashiach. What's Mashiach? Faith.
Mm-hmm.
What's the living word? What's the spoken word? What's the written word? What's the word that was made flesh? The commandments is the same as him.
Mm-hmm.
No difference. Somebody go get Romans 10. Romans 10, you read Romans 10 where it say there's no difference between this and that. He said there's no difference between the law and Mashiach.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to get by a Christian. That's going to get by you. It ain't going to get by us, though, because we know that there's no difference. There's no difference between the law and there's no difference between Mashiach because it's the same thing.
Elder Creole.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I need to say something. Yeah, we all know. I think this we caught that whole thing about the signal. I think the adversary. I know Satan is focused on abilities right now, but I think Satan has to use permission to use those spirits to get us sick. Things that we have COVID, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we already know God controls the good and the evil. You get what I mean?
That's right. That's right. Say that again. Say that again. Say that again, please.
The Most High control good and the evil. Satan don't control anything. He had to get permission from the Most High to do it.
Somebody asked me, could I post a link? I'm post the link again. Yes, sis, you got it. And sis, please forgive me. I'm late because I kind of scroll slowly. But I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. We're gonna go for a few minutes longer, then we gonna shut it down. Romans 10 and 12, for there is no difference between the Jew and the Greek. What do that mean? There's no difference between the those that know they was Israelite and those that accepted the Greek culture. That's Israelite. Don't try to bamboozle me with this is talking about somebody that it's not talking about. Don't try to bamboozle me that this is the heathen. Don't try to do that because that's not what it's saying.
Shalam.
You speak a term, you speak the foolish term about eisege and exege, and you don't even know what it means. You don't even know what it's saying there. Go ahead, bro. Rock that.
Shalom, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Thank y'all for letting me on. But I just want to say with the I don't know if that's brother Elijah on.
Elisha.
Yeah, brother Elisha.
Yeah. No, because I was in prison when this happened too. I had got out in 2018, but I had to go back for a little violation. And at the end of 2019, when all this started happening, that's when me and my wife discovered who we were, and then I shot a video about the 400-year prophecy and all that stuff. And then when I got locked 3 months, and that's when the pandemic was hitting hard during that time. Everything was starting to get shut down, and literally you know, they came in with the jabs while we was locked up. So I didn't take it, but like everybody in the pod took it, and it was like you seemed like maybe every other day somebody was getting taken out after they took it for being sick. And it was like crazy. It was like down to like 4 or 5 people in the pod, and I'm just like, what in the world is going on? Then I was thinking about y'all videos, Minister Teo, and I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on, but
that's an interesting thing, bro.
Yeah.
Because it was similar, because when I was locked up, they a lot of brothers in there, and to be honest, man, I had a lot of brothers come at me. One time in particular, brothers tried to act like I was a danger to them, and you know, it got a little touchy a couple times, because you know, brothers felt like they were safe, and that because I didn't get the vaccination, I was endangering them, you know. And you know, it got loud a couple times, because I had to tell brothers, hey, listen, I ain't getting in, that's it, you know. So you had brothers that was on the tier, and even throughout the compound, that was going up, that got sick, that was going to the infirmary. And then when it ran out of space in the infirmary, you had brothers that were just being stacked upon other brothers in their cell, you know. And when I worked at MCE Enterprises, and I remember when they put out a mandate that if you don't get the vaccination, you lose your job. It was a preferred job. You get 10 days a month off your sentence. And I remember I told them, I was like, listen, I'm an Israelite, I can't get the vaccination. You know, that's the end of that. So they end up, a lot of brothers, or a lot of people rather, quit. A lot of people got the vaccination because they didn't want to lose their job. You know, I didn't get the vaccination, so they fired me for maybe one day. I put in a ARP, asking for, I think, $474,000. The next day I had the job back. All them guys in there came up to me talking about how Israelite, you stand on what you believe and blah, blah, blah. And we feel so stupid we got the vaccination. You the only one that didn't get it. But that literally is how it happened, man. I was like the only person that did not get that vaccination. It was maybe a couple Muslims, I think, that didn't get it, but I think they got it later on. I was like one of the only brothers in there I knew that didn't get that vaccination. I think it was a few others, but at least where I was at, I was the only one.
Wow, and that's crazy, because like, you know, I was like new, so I wasn't like you know.
You breaking up, bro? You completely broken up. Let's take a look at this comment though. Shalom, peace and blessings, soulfully sowing seeds. So honor to have you on board with us. Peace and blessings to you. Sister says mRNA experiment concoction reminds me of the Tuskegee experiment. Stay on fire if you back, bro. Go ahead and speak that, bro.
Oh yeah, I was just saying. Y'all can hear me. Everyone can hear me.
Yeah, we hear you fine, bro. Go ahead and rock out.
No, it's all right. No, I was just saying with that, it was like, you know, I was still kind of in Christianity, walking into that, and I had got moved to another pod, you know, with other believers or whatever, and there was a brother in there. He got sick too, so he got moved to our pod, and when I walked inside we had this little room where you could get on the little computers or whatever they had in there, little touch screens where you could call your family. Video call them. So he was like talking about me. They used to call me New York. So he was like, man, New York was the only one in there walking around with his Bible, praying over us, the ones that was walking out sick, and he was the only one who didn't get sick. And my cellie got sick, and you know, we were obviously in the same cell. I would pray over. He didn't want me to pray over him, but you know, I was on the top bunk. I would pray over him at nighttime. And he was like, "You gonna get it one day too, Celly, because now I got it and I never got it." And you know, and all praises to the Most High for that. And with all that's going on, these Gentiles know what's going on. Like, it's no coincidence.
Oh crap!
About the 400 years, we waking up. That's the great awakening. The Israelites waking up, recognizing who we are.
Yes, sir.
All praise to the Most High Yahweh and Yahushua Mashiach.
All praise the Most High.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hallelujah. All praise to the Father. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What they say in that book? That book somewhere. Somebody go breathe. See those men over there? Leave them alone.
Come on,
what those men and women is talking about, if it ain't from the Father, it will come to naught. Somebody get that precept and put it up. Put that precept up. Hey, listen, fam. Listen what we're dealing with here. This is what we dealing with here. We are the people of the book. We don't have to even debate that anymore. That's not
No
up for
more.
discussion. Now, can you go back
Hallelujah.
and look at the second Exodus
Hallelujah.
videos
And I just
and
want to
see
say
if
to
it's
the
true or not? See if it's real or not.
hallelujah.
Go look at those videos. Go look at the second Exodus. Go look at all of them videos and say, oh man, how did those brothers, who gave those brothers that intel? Who gave those brothers that information on the second Exodus videos to put them documentaries out? Where did they get it from? How long was they sitting on it? Who told them to put it out? Why did they put it out now? And what's going on with it today? Who is those men and women that put that video, their videos out, talk about there's going to be a second Exodus? Who was that? Who was that was talking about everything that's going on with the heathen? Go forecast what was going to befall them for reading out the book. That's what I'm saying. You cannot rightfully divide unless you're an Israelite. I don't care who you are. You could be the Bible answer man, give you the wrong answers to the test. You could be him. You could be Creflo Dollar. You cannot rightfully divide this book. Acts 5 and 38. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, rock out.
No.
My
I was
bad.
just
Go
gonna
ahead,
say,
rock out.
I was just gonna say this. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead, bro.
Is that when Moses went to Pharaoh, he went to him initially, and then he actually stayed in land 2 years. 2 years. Pharaoh had warning before Moses went back, and the Most High started to curse the land. How many years prior to most people talking about the 400 years with brothers talking about these things? I'm talking about years in advance before we get to 2019, 2020. Brothers was talking about the 400 years. Only the Most High can put these things in you. Only Most High can have you go out there and put videos up and telling things that's about to come. Only Most High can make you go out there and stand on the street corner. Only the Most High can make you go out there to the White House, United Nations, wherever you're going. Only the Most High can make you, even though reluctant, speak to a person probably don't want to hear it, or pray over a person that don't want your prayer. Only the Most High can make you do that. You know what I'm saying? So, Most High is moving.
That's right. He's moving. He's moving in a fantastic manner where you can see, smell, touch, and taste it. You don't have to wake up wondering about what is he moving. You don't have to worry about that. All of y'all, I know y'all wake up, y'all say, what the Father gonna do next? Because that's how I move. I'm like, okay, what am I gonna see the Father do? What is he gonna do today? Because he moving so expeditiously. I said how T.I. said. He moving expeditiously right now on the earth. Every time I wake, I'm like, okay, what am I going to see the Father do today? Because I know it's going to be some calamity happen to the heathen. You think I'm sad about the Ukraine and Russia? Do you think I'm sad about China and Taiwan?
Come on
Do
now.
you think I'm sad about Israel and Iran? Do you think I'm sad about India and Pakistan? No, let them have at it. Have at it and leave us out your mess. Have at it. Do what you
Elder
do.
Cleo.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to switch from phone to my laptop because I'll be right back because I'm about to click to the StreamYard. I'm about to charge my phone because
Okay.
it's at 70%.
Yeah. Hey,
Okay.
brother, before you switch off real quick, because I got to log back on. I'm about to log off. I just want to give the Most High the praise, because I know you said you got autism, and I don't want to speak that, but man, you just
That's
been
okay.
dropping precept after precept, brother. Look at the power of the Most High Yah, man. Look at the power.
Yeah.
You've been dropping precept. I was about to cry, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I didn't finish that. And by the way, I didn't finish Second Ezra's chapter what is it? Chapter 13
13.
verse 15 through 26 yet. I'm about get off stream or then come back on to my on my laptop.
Okay.
I
As
really
soon
need to
as
charge my phone.
we'll drop the link in. We'll drop the link in. You can jump back on. We'll drop
Okay,
the link in. We'll keep the link out there for you.
okay.
All right, brother. Be well. Take care. Acts 5 and 38. And I want to see 39 too. Read what Acts 5 and 38 says, and now I say unto you, refrain from these men. Now I say unto you, refrain from the Israelites. Talk about they the people of the book. Refrain from the men and women. Talk about they LSC. Refrain from the men and women who talk about Christianity is dead. It's the poison pill. Refrain from those men. Let me get the rest of the top part of the precept, bro. 38. Yeah, I'll drop it back up. Refrain from these men. Let them alone. In other words, leave the Hebrew Israelites alone. Leave those black Hebrew Israelites alone. Don't mess with them, because you know why? For if this counsel that they talk about, anything that they say and that they talk about, is of the work of men, guess what? It's going to fall flat on its face. Now, if you look at that precept, what has happened with this awakening? I've been there. I've been in this truth for a minute now, and guess what? It's done did nothing but grown and explode. It's done exploded over the whole earth. Where you talking about? G. Craig Lewis talking about? Hey, you know what? And Samara will testify this. I don't know what to do. Do not talk to an Israelite, because they know all the answers to the book. If what the Israelites is talking about, it'll come to naught. So if it's not coming to naught, why is their awakening still growing there? Can somebody explain that to me? You have to be able to explain that. Put 39 up, bro. But if those black Hebrew Israelites be of the Father, you cannot overthrow it. But guess why you can't overthrow it? Because, like the brother said, the Father controlling the left-hand side and the right-hand side. But if it be of the Father, you cannot overthrow it. Least happily, you be found to even fight against the Father. We'd have brought that out earlier. Elisha brought it out. Ralph brought it out. Stay on Fire brought it out. Everybody in the chat brought it out. They gonna try to fight against the Father. Why? Because of you. That's what the whole fuss is about. Mashiach was our people. Moshe was our people. Jacob was our people.
Mm-hmm.
Abraham was our people. Isaac. The 12 patriarchs. The 12 called out. Look like everybody in the chat. Dinah, the 12th sister, when they went crazy over when that man raped her, was one of our ancestors. Look like the people in the chat. Look like the sisters in the chat. You can't overthrow the Father just because these people talking about the book and they talk about what the Father say. You cannot overthrow it. You can't even they can't even raise their voice against us. Have you noticed when you go on their chats, when you go on their, I tell them, hey, this is the best comedy hour. Listening to your prophecies is the best, greatest comedy hour, the greatest laughs I've ever got. Because you're still quoting Hal Lindsey, and Hal Lindsey was a liar, made $1 bazillion off you. And he made some money off me too, because I did buy a couple of his books when I was 16. But that's besides the point.
Okay, I'm on my laptop, just to let you know.
Hey, good to see you. Good to see you, brother. So now listen here, fam. I'm gonna put the link out there. We're gonna go for a few more minutes. I said I was gonna stop, but hey, fam, the book said the prayer of the righteous availeth much. And I believe it's incumbent upon us to do a fast and a prayer over this vaccine mess.
Hallelujah.
I believe it's and the brother Elisha was serious about it, and I believe that we should coordinate that, and we should do that, not for no prize, not for no public special guest appearance, or we get a Trinity offer and nothing foolish like that. No. We need to lift up this issue to the Father corporately, because everybody got somebody in their family that's done took them shots. We don't want to see these people cross over. And then, but if they do, if that's the Father's will, then so be it. But we have I seen some heathen talk about we have the power to stop. This is what they're saying. We have the power to stop God from doing what he's going to do to America.
We all know that's gonna fail misery for them.
Listen, they don't have a leg to stand up. And listen, fam, I'm dropping the link in the chat. If anybody wants to join on and speak their piece, up next, Shalom, brother. Peace and blessings to you. I see you out there up next. I saw you come in late. I want to acknowledge you, faithful brother. I read the late. Yeah, I read the late. Man, I read the late great Planet Earth, man. When I was 16, I was in my parents' backyard talking about, hey, I got to dig us a hole so we can have a bunker because they getting ready to do nukes. Out of my mind. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead,
I
bro.
need to finish reading that Second Ezra's chapter 13
What? How far did
15.
you get? Go ahead. You can
Um,
finish reading. How far did you
okay.
get? How far did
I'm
you
at
get?
15,
Okay, you gonna reach to 20?
26.
Okay, here's what we gonna do. Me and you we gonna negotiate. We go to 20.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Rock.
Yeah. Okay. Show me. Yeah. Showing now the. Excuse me. Show me now. Yeah. The interpretation of this dream. For as I could see, my understanding, woe unto them that are left in those days. Yeah, it's talking about the people who are left behind, not the ones who are taken. And much more woe unto them that are not left behind. Yes, the ones who are not left behind and got killed by the Most High's wrath, or more likely nuclear weapons and all that type of stuff by angels. Those are the ones who are going to be taken out by the Most High's wrath and his vengeance. For they that were not left were in heaviness. Now understand, the things that are laid up in the latter days, which shall happen unto them and to those that are left behind. Therefore are they come to great perils and many necessities, like as these dreams declare. As it, yet is it easier for him that is in danger to come into these things than to pass away as a cloud of out of the world and not see the things that happen in the last days. And he answered to me and said, sorry, yeah. You want me to start from 20?
You go ahead and read 20. Go ahead, rock that. You got
Yeah,
it.
I read 20.
Okay, keep reading. You can finish reading. Read all the way to 26. That's what you wanted to read.
Okay,
Father
yeah,
said
yeah,
he wants
yeah.
you to read that. Go ahead, rock
Yeah,
that. Go ahead.
thank you.
You up?
The interpretation of these visions shall I show thee, and I will open unto thee the thing that thou hast so required. Whereas thou hast spoken of them that are left behind, that is the interpretation. Dang. He that shall endure the peril in that time that hath kept himself, they that have fallen into danger, are such have works and fates towards the Almighty. Yeah, they're talking about we have to keep the law, statutes, commandments, and also keep the faith of Hamashiach. And also, I don't know, I forgot, but I remember. Now this, therefore, that they which are left behind are more blessed than they that be dead. Let me repeat this, verse 24. Know this, therefore, that they which be, they which be left behind are more blessed than they that be dead. Meaning, the ones who are left behind, the ones who got caught by the Most High's wrath, they were in so much peril and also so much heaviness that they keep on bringing the laws, all that kind of stuff, and uh keep on doing what the world trying to get them to do, or should say the adversary trying to get them to do. The ones who were caught by the Most High rod, they were dead. They were caught in much heaviness than the ones who got left behind. This is the meaning of the vision. Whereas thou has a man come up from the midst of the sea, the same as he who Yahuwah
the highest hath kept a great season, which by his own self shall deliver his creature, and shall order them that are left behind. I mean, Hamashiach is come back and gather all the people who are left behind.
Yes, sir.
And
Matter of
also,
fact, go.
the ones who think that they're gonna be lifted up in the cloud, people gonna these Gentiles gonna realize, and people gonna realize they ain't gonna be lifted up by no cloud. Ezra said we ain't gonna be lifted up by no dang cloud because we're gonna be in it. Cause we're gonna be in the last days because they're gonna be in it.
That's right.
Ain't no rapture and no cloud lifting us up.
Elder Cleo, let me say one word just to add on to what the brother was reading. Is
Go
that
ahead,
it's
man.
better for those who are left behind because they can still make a good repentance. You know, the ones that are dead, they're judged. All they will know is judgment. But the ones who are left behind, those are here. That's why it's better for them because it's still an opportunity to make a good repentance. And that's a word to all of us here and to all of our people scattered to the four corners of the earth, is that as long as you got life and breath, the book is not sealed on you yet, either to the good or to the evil. You know, you still have a chance to make a righteous repentance. So it's definitely better for you to be left behind until that time comes.
Yes,
Yeah, but
sir. Contrary. I'm sorry, bro. Contrary to what Hal Lindsey is saying, when Kirk Cameron and them with the Left Behind series, uh, is Chi Town is Chi Town Rael? I'm going by what the Spirit is saying to you, brother. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read 18, and I'm gonna read I believe you called I'm gonna read 19, 18 through 20 as an encouragement. This is encouragement for you,
You want
Israel.
me to read it for you, brother?
Yeah, brother. Go ahead and read it, brother. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read that, please. Read. What you read. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 18 through 20. Go ahead and read, bro.
Because verily I say unto you, whatsoever ye should bind on earth should be bound in heaven, and whatsoever ye should loose on earth should be loosed in heaven. Again, I say unto you that if two of you should agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, it should be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. For where two or three are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them.
This is
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. This is the power that you have, Israel.
All praise the
Appreciate
Most
that in
High.
Shai Town. All praise the Father.
true.
This is the power that you have, Yasharallah. You should be operating in this manner. You should be encouraged that if you do this, you should expect. If you do something that the book say, you should expect results. You should be looking forward to whatever it is that you're asking for according to these precepts. What was just read. You should be looking forward to them happening. Prince of Lola, Yah. Peace and blessings. Sis, hope all is well. How you doing?
Um,
Shalom. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
yes.
Yes.
Loud and
Yes.
clear.
Hi, everybody. Shalom, family.
Shalom, sister.
I just
Shalom.
want to share that I'm new to the truth, and I wasn't brought up into having to go to church or anything like that, but I always search for myself, and but I'm not gonna get into all of that. We were talking about, the things that's been happening with our family members not listening to us when we warn them about the dangers of what's going on with that poison. And like literally I've had family members that were healthy, literally healthy, until they did that. And like we even I mean, like I had members that told me, oh no, I'm with you, I'm not gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it. The reason why I wanted to share that information about how we have to really, really understand that even family members might turn on us, because I had to learn that with the ones that were constantly saying, I mean, no, I'm with you. I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it. I would never. And no, and then turned around and told me that they did. Some of those members have passed. I lost 7 from, I'm not playing, 7 family members from August to the beginning of November. And the rest of them are sick and they're going. Like they're going. I already know because I know. I see the signs. I'm like, out of here.
Sister, you mind if I ask you a question? Would you say that your family is having this sickness because of the vaccine, or because
Yeah,
they caught COVID and suffering sickness?
no, it's the vax. These are members that, when I tell you, never ever said that they had COVID. Never. I think I had it. At least I was told I did. When I was told I had it in 2019, I went to the hospital. I did. I've never been sick in my life. I don't like get colds, flu, all that stuff. Like I get sniffles and stuff, but I'm very holistic about myself. And I believe in those old school remedies. When I had gotten sick, I was so sick on this Sunday. I went to the hospital on a Monday. And they told me, oh, it's a virus going around, and oh, girl, it's okay. And I had to go right back the next Wednesday. And everything that they did to me, and they even gave me a shot for the pain. My head was pounding. I mean, I did feel like I was going to die. I didn't know what was going on. So I know whatever they had put out, I caught it. Everything they told me to do, it didn't work. Everything I did holistically, it worked. I was right back on my feet. Right back. I went right back through all those old school remedies my grandmother taught me. I started eating cinnamon tea. I mean, drinking cinnamon tea, eating cinnamon toast because I had no taste. My head was pounding. I did the old school hot toddy. I'm not going to even play with y'all. I did the old school hot toddy. I was sweating it out. I did the Vicks vapor rub. I drank garlic inside of canned milk. You know, like canned milk, we used to, that vitamin D can. I boiled canned milk and put garlic cloves and cinnamon in that. I drank that. My taste buds came back. I was right back on my feet by that next Wednesday. My children didn't even get sick from it. So I don't know even where it came from, because I don't even be out and about like that, running around like that and uncautious. But still, I was like, I'm not wearing no mask. Because I know my immune system. But okay, if that's what they said, that's fine. After that, my mother, I ended up taking care of my mother that same year. My great grandmother, she had passed. I took care of my grandmother. 2 people never caught it. Whatever I ended up catching, or maybe they gave it to them. I don't know. However, I'm still here. Now, those 7 family members that said they were not going to do it, they all ended up, the ones that's alive, I did do it. I already knew they did. I'm like, how you doing? You still good? You're not going to take it? No, we sick. Most of them are in California. And yeah, they just constantly, every month, they keep coming back down with COVID. Well, they keep saying it's a breakthrough. They keep coming down with COVID. All of them. My sister, my nieces, my brother-in-law, all of them. My family that's here with me in the Midwest. Oh, I had to call the ambulance. I thought I was about to die. Or they call me. What do I feel like call 911. All of them though said that, yeah, I got it. I ended up getting it. I know you mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at you because you went and got it. Why would I be mad at you because you got it? I warned you. I told you not to. I'm exempt. I have my paperwork. I'm good. They went and they got it. 7, my sister, 55 years old. I just lost her in August. This is our mother's 2nd death anniversary. However, my mother, she did not pass the COVID. Okay? And I made sure in the hospital with her. Y'all ain't giving my mother that shot. And when she came home and died with me in my house, in my arms, nope. My mother, she left peacefully. And on top of that, this was my 2nd year into the truth. And I
was going to ask you
told her
somebody was
how
going to
to
ask.
Shalom and who y'all was. And this is why I said I didn't want to call Brother Seathor because in Salt of Earth, because it was, oh my God, it was the most, I mean, like people like, what? I'm like, I was so terrified of death growing up with it when my mother died in my house and in my arms and in my dining room, and we shared the Most High together, and she died with a smile on her face, and it was so much love, and it still is in my house. I'm like, y'all don't even understand what happened. Y'all do not understand. I said, because whatever decision she wanted to make for her health, though, because she wasn't incoherent, she could make it. You want to take the shot, Mom? Nope. No. Then nope, we're not. And if y'all try it, nope, I ain't having it. I'm right here. It ain't happening. I was in there. My sisters, they promised me they want. I'm the baby. Dion Dana. My real name is Danielle. And so Dion Dana and Danielle, my oldest sister, she promised me she wasn't. Health is alarm. All of a sudden, the week before she got the shot in January, she said that her arm would not stop hurting. After that, they told her that she started developing asthma. After they told her that, by August 23rd, she was supposed to have a doctor's appointment to get on, the asthma medicine or whatever. She didn't even make it. It was the day before her daughter, which is my niece, her 18th birthday. Her daughter had just graduated and she was running in and out of the house in California. And when she came back into the home, my sister that is also out there with her, my middle sister, all the way in Chino Hills, California, hour and a half away from Dion and Reseda, she called to let her know that she had the whole itinerary ready for her birthday. And where was Dion? And she was like, my mom just came in. And when she went in the room, my sister was already dead between her bed and the nightstand. She had dropped dead. Now, what they did was her husband said that he wanted an autopsy. This is how you know it's shady. He wanted an autopsy. Even though my sister wanted to be cremated, they refused to do an autopsy on my sister. My sister was 55. She just turned 55 April last year. She just turned 55. I'm 52. And they didn't do it. They just cremated her and no results. And my other 6 family members, same thing. 3 of them that were buried, they just said natural causes. And even though family members, like the ones that believe like me, but they Christian in it, but they like, something wrong, because some people just want money. They're like, no, it was natural causes. They want do an autopsy because they know I passed that information to them. And this was before I even saw suddenly died and the videos are, I'm like, y'all, are y'all really crazy? I misspoke when I said that I never vaxxed my children. When I had my 4 children, I did give them the MMR, you know, the measles, rubella, or whatever that chicken that crap. My first daughter, when I had her and they gave her that polio and they poured that polio down her mouth and then gave her the shot, and I didn't know what that was, that's when I shut it down. However, I didn't know I could not take my children out of the hospital if I didn't get them the MMR. And so my 3 children after that, Orchid, Jeremiah, and Elijah, I gave them those shots. After that, my children, I never vaccinated them after that. Ever. None of them. It was done. It was a wrap.
Yeah, I stopped my youngest son. I stopped doing them at an early age. My youngest son, just line back on what you were saying, sis. My youngest son, we didn't vaccinate him, and this is testimony to the father. His whole classroom in the 6th grade, I remember this vividly. His whole classroom got the chicken pox. 24 people in his classroom. He the only one that didn't get it.
Didn't
and
get it.
to this day he didn't get it. Now, to you, sis, I don't have any words. The only thing I can give you is what the books say about you, encouraging you and encouraging you to stay in this truth, no matter what happened to your family. I know you love your family, and I'm not going to tell you not to love your family. But what I will say to you is this: I'm glad you jumped on, because this is a testimony and a testament against this wicked nation that murdered our sisters and our brothers and our family. That's what this is. This is straight up murder. And
It
then you
is.
try to lie and hide it and cover it. Talk about we don't want to do an autopsy.
Right. Right. That's
Don't
the
don't.
thing. They
Uh huh.
didn't want to do an autopsy. I said when I found out that my sister dropped dead, my sister was healthy. She was working on the show of Blackish. I mean, not like that. I don't care about none of that, but that's that Hollywood stuff that they into. However, healthy. She didn't even have COVID, none of that. And then all of a sudden she just bow after that. But the whole thing, the point I was making is that ever since she took that shot, January 1st, she never stopped complaining about the fact that she was still in pain. My arm still hurt. She kept calling different family members, telling them, and then the doctor started telling her that she was developing asthma. And asthma is not a thing that runs our family. Also, we eat as healthy as we can, considering everybody's situations. You know, we don't eat pork. However, you know, little turkey, ground turkey, chicken, all that. I'm trying to go straight vegan. But pork, no, none of that. But her, not even beef, you know. And so it was just, I was like, as soon as my children bum rushed my house to tell me that my sister passed, I already knew what it was. And every time somebody called me about the other 6 family members, I already knew what it was. Yeah, I cry because I'm gonna miss their flesh and their presence, you know, in front of me. And Most High lets me get it out. However, I know I have to take care of me, and I have to keep on learning and standing in my truth. And I just all those ones that still caught up in the Christian faith and all of that stuff, I have to stay away from them because of the fact that they don't listen anyway. And what I'm saying is, again, when I say how we have to be careful, this was my point, because I know for a fact family will turn us in. I have one cousin only that's a male that 7 Day Adventist is his family. That's how he was brought up. You know that they sitting up there saying because he believed in the Most High and he knows he's a true Hebrew Israelite, that he's a terrorist.
well, I'm gonna
Wow.
say this.
They said he's
You
you're a
heard that
terrorist.
before.
I was getting ready to. I was getting ready to say, Elisha is quote unquote one of the biggest terrorists on the earth. Which really, that's why they persecuted that brother and put him in jail. Is because of his stance, because he was an Israelite. But to what JPM is saying, sis. To what JPM is saying, sis, this is absolute 100% genocide, and this is what I believe. I believe that they released that on the earth to kill Israel.
Yeah.
Nobody could tell me different. Anytime
Absolutely.
you release something, anytime that something happens, it's all to your benefit. Hey sis, I appreciate you jumping on and
Absolutely.
sharing. And thank you very much. May the Most High bless you and
Thank you.
enrich you.
May I add this though?
Go ahead, sis. Go
Also,
ahead. Mhm.
people have to we all have to remember. Don't forget that Satan is a copycat of the Most High. The Most High,
My
he
sister.
said that he gonna bring the plagues back to kill them, though.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Come
so
on, sister.
they're gonna try to bring it first.
Mhm.
We gotta beat them. We're gonna create it. We're gonna,
That's profound.
no.
That's profound.
But they can't burn us down. This is the second. It's not going down because we're not taking the poison no more. Not the real one.
Exactly.
That is a
Absolutely.
copycat of who? The Most High.
And you
And
just put
a
everything
lot of these
together with that.
plagues.
Right?
Yeah, bro.
So
No,
the
I was gonna
creators
say,
on this earth, Charles Schwab and all the whoever, everybody want to talk about. I'll be trying to get into that Elon, but I watch him because I live on here on this earth, and them billionaires, Bill Hell Gates and all them, what are they doing? Trying to imitate the Most High for what he getting ready to do to them. So they gonna try and create and hurry up and try and destroy us, right?
Yo, I agree with that 1,000,000%. Go
And
ahead,
that's why
Elisha.
No,
Go ahead,
they
bro.
keep being in the
sister,
lab.
1 second, sister. One thing you can say about the major plagues of the 20th century, if you just look at the last two major plagues, if you look at what they call HIV or AIDS, and you look at COVID-19, two things that those things got in common is that they attack your immune system.
Right.
Now, and that's when you know that something was made in the lab to target a specific people. I remember this doctor I seen years ago that was talking about how they created the AIDS virus or autoimmune disease syndrome. I forget. I think that's how it goes. She said specifically to attack the DNA in Black people. This was her exact word.
Right.
She said specifically
And
created.
what is that? Don't
attack.
forget they keep saying that it's a nanotechnology in it. And anybody that watched suddenly died from on Rumble. When you see those big, like right now, you can see veins in my arms. When you see them big old, worm looking, things that, and when they pull them out, they still alive and attaching the stuff.
I feel you,
Like
sister. I know you. I know you souped up and animated. Let me finish the point though, and you can grab the mic.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No doubt. But just to say that anything that's attacking the immune system, our people particularly have strong immune systems. You know, because the Most High is giving us that defense because of all their attempts on trying to kill us with diseases. They have always tried to attack us with, what they call it, bio engineering or what's the phrase I'm looking for, Elder Cleo? Bioweapons or
bioweapons.
Bioweapons.
Chemical weapons.
chemical weapons. There we go. Chemical weapons and chemical engineering. They always try to attack the genome in us. They always try
Eugenics.
to attack eugenics.
They
They
always
always
use
try to attack
eugenics on
something
us.
or try to bring in a disease to attack our immune system, because the Most High
Yeah,
has given us strong immune systems. So the
yeah.
last two plagues, the major ones that took a lot of lives, at least statistically, that's what they say, has been
Mm-hmm.
directed at the immune system. AIDS
Mm-hmm.
directed the immune system. COVID
Mm-hmm.
19 directed at the immune system. That's how you
Mm-hmm.
know when it's directed at us and it's created for us, just like the sister had articulated, that they're trying to bring plagues upon us before the Most High, and they're copycats. And when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to to your immune system, it's always directed at Israelites when it comes to that, because they
Yeah.
know that if they pull down your defenses, they can get something in there. They want to wipe us out so bad, but they can't. The Most High will always give us a proper defense, particularly those who
Absolutely.
call on Him
And can
according
I
to
add
faith.
to that though? This is the part that's very interesting to me, that they try to do this to us, right? They because they Henrietta Lacks and the whole Tuskegee and all of that, right? They say they want to kill us. However, why they keep on harvesting our organs though? I mean, you gonna kill our immune system, then how you gonna use our hearts and our
Well,
livers and our kidneys and whatever they need? And do you think that they think by them creating these biracial, children is gonna be their answer? I mean, I that's the part that really
sister, in a lot of ways, yes. If
baffles.
you go back to the book of Numbers, when Balak asked Balaam to curse our people, the counsel that was
Mm,
given to him was to mix with our people. That's why you see in
okay.
Numbers, the 23rd to 24th chapter, the first thing
Mm,
that happens is that you see a royal wedding about to commence, and Eleazar Phineas stabs one of the Israelite brothers through with a javelin, him and his wife. But if you look at the two, they were royalty. And then when you have royalty come together, that's the mixing of a tribe. Two tribes come together, two nations come together. And that's what the
okay.
goal was, because Most High would not curse us, that they decided that they will get that blessing. They will come upon the blessing that the Most High would give us by mixing with us. And that's what
Mm,
Midian and Moab did. And that you can see is prevalent throughout the earth. Even the Mashiach said he hates the doctrine of Balaam. The doctrine of Balaam is to mix with Israel, to have
okay.
those unions with the nations, to cause our blood or our seed to be mixed among
Mm,
their nations, that way that they can somehow inherit the blessing that's going to come upon us. It's a veiled attempt, but that's what the purpose
mm,
was.
okay.
That's
Okay.
why we shouldn't mix with the nations.
Right.
That's why the nations try to mix with us. You look at the commercials, they're pushing interracial marriage all over the place, particularly with our women, in an attempt
Yes.
to push the doctrine of Balaam. So the mixing with
Yes.
Israel is an attempt to try to solidify themselves in the earth. So yes, that is
Right.
happening. Bible talks
Okay.
about it.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing that with me, because yeah, yeah, yes, that helped me on another level as well. Because like I said, I'm new to it. I was blessed. I feel I was very blessed not to be pushed into religion, even though I was like, what is our religion? And we're Baptist. That was just it. I went through being Baptist. I was told I was Christian. I went through the Jehovah's Witnesses. I went through being an MGT in the Nation of Islam. Never touched the Catholic Church. I'm just like, something ain't making sense. This ain't, no, it's not right. God, it's not right. I just kept pursuing. And that was one thing that I could not shake off of me. I could not shake Deuteronomy. I couldn't, when I first heard, and I'm not being funny because I was born in 1970, but when the real rap came out and I heard KRS, I was a Boogie Down Production fan, and when he did Why Is That and all that, I kept on. I was old, probably in the medallions, and I just couldn't, and I ended up writing this rap about 400 years, and we still being labeled, walking with exhaust, meaning unable, running to the swap meet, rushing to the wall, ready to spin big. It just came off my head, and I was like, something wrong.
Now you
I
were
don't know
spitting
what
just
it
then.
is.
Hold
She
on a
got
second.
some flow.
You got a
And
nice flow to
then
you.
here I am, where I ended up finding out, and this was in, I kid you guys not, this was in 1992. I just wrote a song called not a song, a rap, Subliminal. I was wearing the Damage, the clothes called Damage. I was in Cross Colors. I was in Guess. I was in Use. I was in all of that. And I was in a club on my birthday. And I was just looking around the room like, what the? And boom, it just socked me in my face.
That's because somebody was asking in the chat when you came into the truth. So you say about 2 years ago?
Yeah.
You've been in the truth? Okay, that's
2.5
2
years.
and a half years. Okay.
However, I heard about it from one of my aunts that everybody kept calling crazy. They kept calling my aunt crazy. And I knew she wasn't crazy. She went through the same thing as well. Like literally, my aunt that is a true Hebrew Israelite. I mean, like nothing to play with. She was in Waco with my uncle. She's my aunt through marriage. She was in Waco, Texas when that went down. Her and my uncle. Like, and she escaped it. And so I understand like how different people's paths, like you just never know how somebody end up somewhere. I was never like a rowdy sister or nothing like that. I can get rah-rah, but I'm not, I'm from Detroit, but I'm a hairstylist and I'm cool and calm and collected. However, I am a product of my environment. Like when I put in the chat, like I was born a crackhead baby. I had to be because my mother was on crack back then. My father was on heroin before he got killed. So, and they didn't have the technology. So, but however, we was born okay. However, our situations was our situations, and we moved California, boom, bam, whatever. My sisters, my older sisters, my oldest one that I just told y'all I lost with the shot, and then my middle sister and me. So it's just me and her now. But her, she did it, and she got all my nieces and nephews. And like I'm on pins and needles because I'm like, every time I talk to her, she out of energy. She don't feel good. I'm like, ain't even like like 4 months in like it's just getting ready to be because that's what they said the shot gonna do. Like everybody, especially while they running and getting them boots, is like just start being prepared. Like if you walking down the street, people gonna be dropping like flies. And I'm gonna be like, I'm just serious. I'm gonna be like, I ain't touching it. I'm just serious. I'm not gonna be giving mouth to mouth.
No, you gonna have to if you dealing with me, you better know them two things that you rub together and you put on somebody's chest. You better have one of them around. It gonna be none of that other what you talking about. We're not doing that. So listen, fam.
Nothing to lose. When the spider ran down Tim Allen and Martin Lawrence was like, you got a spider on your head. And he was like, what? He was like, you got a spider on your head. He was like, get it off. Get it off. Get it off. He's like, I ain't touching that shit. That's me.
Hey, well, listen here, Frown. This is what we gonna do. We 3 hours and almost 15 minutes in. Y'all know I can only go 2 hours, and I done
I
went
thank you for
way, way,
listening.
way over that, way over the top. No, I appreciate you jumping on, sis. I was telling you to jump on because I felt that you needed to speak what you had to speak to the family because that's edifying for the family that we listen and that we pay attention. So all praise to the Most High for you jumping on. So this is what we gonna
Thank
do.
you.
I'm gonna give my brother Elias Shaw the last words, and then we're
Yeah.
gonna sign off like we normally do. Hey fam, listen, replay this for your family.
I am.
Get your children. And I'm talking about everybody in the chat. Get your
Yeah.
children, get the family, come back and read the chat. Listen to
I
what
have
the
to.
sister was saying, because here's the thing. It's very important that we guard ourselves against that spirit that's on our left shoulder and against that right shoulder, and that we not listen. But keep your eyes open, Israel, and stay on guard. Brother Elisha, close us out with the last words, bro.
Yeah, all praise the Most High that He allowed us to gather as a
Yes, sir.
family, as an assembly. I mean, whether our people recognize it or not, where we're gathered, this family gathered, and the Most High see Israel. And it's a pleasing thing in the heavens when the Most High sees His people, His inheritance, gathered together in His name. Because that's definitely why we're here. We're gathered in His name, and we're speaking about all the things that pertain to Israel and all the things pertaining to what's going on in this earth, and trying and being prepared. And this is also a message to the heathen that we are prepared and that we are calling on our Creator in faith, our God in faith, our Most High in faith. So listen, be very careful and come in our direction. Be very careful before you come at any of the elect. You might be able to, come at some of our people that's still a little sleep because of the heavy dose of NyQuil that you poured in the water over the last 400 years. But that's wearing off. So, peace and blessings to all the Israelite family, to the four corners of the earth. Peace and blessings to my brother Elder Cleo, Elder Banya, brother Najee. All the family in the chat. If I'm not calling out your name, I'm saying your name. I pray you hear that message. So, shalom. And to sister, it was good. Definitely, it was a blessing to hear you speak on and give that testimony and give all those words. We praying for you. Be encouraged. To the brother that came and read, to the other brother that came on, both you brothers, the Most High, I pray blesses you both, and hopefully y'all come back and we can do this again. Always show up for Kingdom Conversations and join the family.
Yes, sir. This has
Shalom.
been another Salt of the Earth production. I'm not sure if y'all been listening, but get saved, will you? Get saved.